By the way, just to change to a happier topic, we think someone shit on the floor of the bathroom.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, and
What are you talking about?
we have a little private bathroom that we use for guests, and I've given permission for the staff to use it. But someone has done the ultimate foul. Look, there's shit on the floor.
How could they miss that?
And look at the bowl, Robin. If you can see that, not only did they shit on the floor, pan up, they shit all over the bowl.
Oh my God!
How do you do that? How does that happen?
It.
I've never in my entire life shit like that.
I just passed Tim in the hall. He looked a little guilty, but I'm not saying
Tim. Please come in and admit your guilt.
And just mess up.
Because I'm going to have to fire Tim, and I love Tim.
I didn't say it's Tim, but maybe this person.
Tim, if it's you, just tell me.
Okay, I shit. Okay, we all happy now?
Now let me ask you something.
No, I gotta go.
No, but what? Okay, so you admit you did it, but why all over the wall? And
No, I cleaned it up.
But what happened? Were you sick?
Yeah, I was sick.
You were really?
Yeah, I was sick, really sick.
But how do you spray out like that? I've never done that.
I was really sick, and I thought I cleaned it, but I was really sick.
I knew I was in trouble, and it was going to explode. So I grabbed. I had the New York Times and the Daily News in the car in the front seat.
Times is a much bigger target.
And I threw it under on my seat. And I exploded in my suit, man. But it all got on the newspapers.
Wow.
And then,
Did you have to throw this shit away, or did you clean it?
Oh, I threw it out. Oh, I threw it out, man.
But how did you get them from your car?
The next one,
my
because
house?
you're not going to get to it. Yeah. Lieberman was a reporter, and he shit during a report. Like on the air, he was talking to somebody, he shit his pants, and then he went back in the truck. He thought he cleaned it up. He went in the truck, and the woman's like, "There's brown shit on your sock." It's a funny story. We're thinking about doing a show of all bad shitting stories.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah. Okay. No, I was just listening to the wrap-up show from last Wednesday when after Tim, I guess everybody who listens to the show knows that Tim was the guy who confessed to shitting all over the bathroom.
I think the world knows.
Yeah, the whole world knows. And oh my God, I was just listening, like Ronnie. I know a lot of stuff about Ronnie. I didn't know this one. This is from the wrap-up show. I don't know if you heard it, Rob.
No, I didn't.
I got this bad attack, which must have happened to him also, and I thought I could control it.
Hot peppers?
I don't know, but I could. What happened was, I knew I was in trouble, and it was going to explode. So I grabbed. I had the New York Times and the Daily News in the car in the front seat.
Times is a much bigger target.
And I threw it under my on my seat, and I exploded in my suit, man. But it all got on the newspapers.
Wow.
And then
did you have to throw the suit away? Or did you clean it?
Oh, I threw it out. Oh, fucking threw it out, man.
But how did you get though from your car to your house?
To my house?
Yeah.
You ever see how people walk like little tiptoes, like this,
like
with your legs closed together? You know,
My God, shitting stories. There's a million.
Wow.
Yeah, I have. Thank God, knock on. What is this, Formica? I've never had that issue. I know you had.
I had my issue, but it didn't hit walls.
No. I am so flabbergasted by that whole event. I can't even tell you. And then I saw Tim. I don't know where, like AGT.
He was telling me he was at AGT. I talked to him over the weekend.
And then he put out his hand to shake my hand. I was like, no.
And that's what he said, that, he said his life was ruined by that story because everybody at AGT shunned a handshake.
They did. John Lieberman was on the wrap-up show, the same show as Ronnie, and everyone was sort of sitting around the round table and sharing stories.
I was a reporter in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 1997. We had the Balloon Fiesta, which is this national balloon thing with hot air balloons, started at 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning. The night before, I was out drinking, and then we used to have this little lady come in to the station with homemade breakfast burritos every morning at 4 in the morning.
It's a recipe for disaster.
So I stop at the breakfast burritos. I have one of those. I'm hungover. I'm out doing a live shot at like 5:01. I'll never forget it. I'm interviewing a cop, and all of a sudden, I just feel my insides start to come out. You can see it on my face on the air, but you don't hear anything. anything. Afterwards, so I'm done interviewing the cop. I hurried up. He's talking about traffic in and out. I'm not even really listening. I go right to the porta potty and I take off my underwear, take off my socks, throw it in the porta potty, thinking that nobody's ever going to notice anything. I get back in the live truck and I had a female camera.
What was it? Was it you threw your pants in? So
No, my underwear.
No.
I throw my underwear.
It just came out nude.
I throw my underwear and my socks in there. Okay?
But you must still smell like shit.
Well, I thought that I was clean, much like Tim probably thought. I get back in the live truck. I'll never forget this. My camera woman was a woman named Lynn French, and I cross my legs in the live truck. I'm writing a script, and she goes, "What's that brown on your ankle?" And I'm like, So, of course, now I have to come clean to Lynn. She's on the phone to the station. Everybody's laughing back at the station.
Oh, my God.
These are some of the funniest stories.
I know. Well, Sal actually made a good point for once on the wrap-up show. Was talking about how Tim kind of like is like an ADD kind of guy, because after something like that goes down and you've just shit all over the walls and the light switch and everything, like I think Tim is always so busy that like he's just like he just moved on to the next thing. This has to be his worst nightmare.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Is Howard.
I know, not to mention.
This is that thing you just want to go away that won't. It just keeps growing.
Well, it's not going to go away because it's ridiculous. I mean, people were talking to me about it all weekend because it's ridiculous. It's like, how do you shit all over a wall and a light switch? I mean, and the toilet is just covered in shit. I mean, it's like, it's just impossible to do. I couldn't even replicate that if I tried. I mean, the spray was crazy.
It was an explosion.
And I love when Tim explains it, but he doesn't really.
Right.
Like we still don't know where his ass was. Was it on the bowl? Was he above
See, I can't imagine it being on the bowl.
Yeah, I can't
and getting
either.
So high up.
But he says he was on it.
He doesn't know.
He's in a coma. Yeah, I was thinking about it all weekend. Like, I'm not done interviewing Tim about that.
Oh dear.
Because I don't understand it. I don't understand how you leave, and I don't understand how that it happens in the first place. I honestly don't. It's just never happened to me. What?
My understanding is that Tim's just really, really upset about this.
Oh, he's had
He is.
Yeah, I
I
am
told
too.
you that he told me his life is destroyed.
Like he, like they talked about it on the Superfan the other night.
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Because it was the biggest thing that happened last week.
Right.
And I think Tim was upset that they spent too much time on it.
Oh, I wonder what they said.
Wonder what they said. What do you think they said?
That's what Jason just said. That's exactly what Jason said. He goes, what do you think we said?
It's the craziest thing ever. I wouldn't leave that bathroom until every bit of evidence was gone.
Well, I have to admit, I was like, I don't want to come back to work if that's what's going on.
Yeah, I don't either. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? That's crazy.
What does the room look like now? Did anybody ever get to clean the walls?
Where are we at with that? Gary, is there shit still on the walls? Or did someone get in there with some bleach? That's what I would do. I would get bleach and paint.
Yeah, you got to get disinfectant. You got to wash that place down.
Where are we at
it.
with that room?
I'm going to send John Lieberman in because he could explain it.
Oh.
It's still not well.
Oh, it's ruined.
Yeah, they might as well tear down the room.
John, where are we at with the wall? I mean, and what condition is the bathroom in, honestly?
And how do we get it fixed?
Right.
The thing is, it stained the walls so much that it's going to take an intense cleaning.
What would do it? Bleach?
To get it off. Maybe bleach, ammonia, and under the railing, there's still a lot of residue of...
What's this railing?
It's
there's
like
a rail around, the room.
Like a handicap rail?
It's like the handicap rail, which it appears maybe Tim grasped onto it. Maybe he was having such a violent episode that he grasped the rail.
Oh, my God. Look at that rail.
Yeah.
Well, how did she get up on there?
Now what?
Well, if it was on the light switch, this is nothing.
Robin.
See the remnants right there by the round circle end of the rail?
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you trail that to the right along the railing, all under there, that's all, it's not rust. That's feces under there that is now dried. That's how bad it was.
Look, it's still
You know what we need? We need those people who clean up after a murder.
It's like a crime scene.
Yes.
Wow. Oh. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. Look at the wall. Oh.
It's got to be painted.
Can I have an amnesty that I'm not going to get fired by Tim for continually pursuing this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not getting fired. You're a newsman, and you got to go after the news.
Well, you know what your next story should be, John?
What's that, Robin?
It's to get somebody from maintenance in there and show them what happened,
right,
and ask how we get it cleaned.
It's a good story.
Absolutely. That is it. And
have you been pressured to not do the Tim story?
I have not been pressured.
All
no,
right.
I have
There you
not
go.
been pressured. I have obtained the surveillance video.
Go ahead.
Of Tim Sabian from 5 different camera angles.
Oh, my goodness.
Of what you can see. And let me just review the key points for you, Howard.
Okay.
One of those is at 8:14:47, you see Tim entering the kitchen outside the compound. Now, Tim's argument is that he was in a huge rush, that he had this explosion. He spends 41 seconds in the kitchen, according to the videotape. Then he enters the compound and stops for another 27 seconds to speak to Ronnie, Richie Wilson, Lee Garowitz, and Rob Martin, and then finally enters the bathroom about a minute and a half after he first entered the kitchen.
So your point being that he was in no real rush.
I deal with facts, and the facts show that he doesn't appear to be in any huge rush to
Or
go into the
distress.
toilet or distress. However, he enters the bathroom at 8:16:30 that morning,
ahead.
and he spends roughly 7 minutes in the bathroom.
All right, well, there you go.
When he exits the bathroom, he stops and talks to Greg Carmel, the cameraman, briefly, and then he walks through the frame back here into the Stern compound. Now, here is another key piece of video. He's caught on video looking around the bullpen area almost as if he feels like he's been caught doing something, but he hasn't.
Right.
And he has this look on his face, kind of a startled look. So he looks around, then he rushes out of the compound, and here is the best shot of what we have is then at 8:24:10. Tim, you see 2 buttons on his shirt unbuttoned, one more than normal. You see sweat on his face.
Right.
You know, and then when he exits the compound, he hits somebody on the shoulder, a Sirius XM employee. He just kind of pats him on the shoulder. A guy in a green T-shirt who's just an unassuming guy standing outside.
Poor guy.
And he's walking with a very strange waddle as he exits the compound, almost as if he still has shit in his pants.
Oh, my goodness.
That, that being said, what we gleaned was how explosive was it if he spent this amount of time in the kitchen and then in the bathroom, and then prior to the bathroom, and then he's in there for 7 minutes. And we also found some shit stains next to where you swipe your key card.
Oh, boy.
Going in and out of the bathroom. So
what do you think that is from? Like, I mean, when he exited, he still had shit on his hands.
One could rationally assume that, yes.
I mean, how did shit get on there?
Yes.
Outside the bathroom is what you're talking about?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
And the shit trail ends there?
And the trail ends there.
Thank goodness.
But we needed to review the videotape to get a good chronology of exactly what went
unfolded.
down.
Yeah.
What was the narrative and how explosive was it? Now, granted,
I'm just curious, and then maybe we'll drop this because people are eating their breakfast. But I'm just curious how it all goes down. Like, where is your asshole that it's spraying up like that into the walls and into the metal? The spray is insane on that.
In Tim's defense, look, it must have come on, right as he's talking to Ronnie and Richie Wilson. He must have felt something in his stomach. He goes in. He clearly starts to erupt prior to.
Is that what you think?
Even getting very close to the bowl. Yeah, because
you think he started shitting before his ass hit the bowl?
Yes.
Well, how else would it get up, Howard?
There is no question.
I don't know, Robin.
The splatter on the walls, it was like the walls were painted.
Is that what
with
happened?
feces.
That's what I want to know from Tim.
And that's why when I first said it looked like somebody was trying to send a message, This was not an easy. It was not easy to make this happen.
No, I mean, is there any possibility he laid down on the floor and like a volcano, like he erupted up? I mean, what is this? Holy mackerel!
I think he had his pants down and he was trying to get to the bowl, and all hell broke loose in that bathroom at that point.
Wow, and we have the splatter evidence to prove it.
Sheesh.
We have the splatter. We have the videotape.
That's the
case
best.
closed.
But we got the guy who did it. Why can't he give us the blow by blow so we don't have to speculate?
Because he's embarrassed.
Well, and this is the thing. I mean, you know, he wants it to be the end, but the fact of the matter is,
there's a lot of unanswered questions.
A lot of unanswered. Just because he confessed does not mean that the criminal process is over.
Right.
I mean, you know, this could still go to trial. What if he comes back in a month and says, "I just confessed because, you know, I was feeling the pressure and I didn't want JD to go down for it, or Ronnie or somebody like that."
He wishes that.
So.
That's a good thing to do, though.
I'm proud of Tim that he confessed, though, and he has full amnesty because he did confess. I gave him that. I gave him full amnesty.
But suppose he did was covering up for somebody else.
No, he believe me, he's not that gracious. Well, this is probably good for you to know because you're on this story. I've contacted a woman who's an expert in toilet training, and she is going to come in and teach Tim how to shit properly. You know what I mean?
You know what? Maybe we should ask you to see Tim's home.
No, I don't want to see that. I think he just shits all over the house.
And how about the shit show?
Right.
Oh, my God.
This is the greatest show on earth.
We were talking about it all weekend.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, everyone was like, what the hell happened in there? It's like a murder. It's like a mystery.
You would have thought this was Watergate by the people online trying to dissect each and every, second of Tim's shit.
I think it's fair of Tim, though, to look into maybe getting it cleaned properly. I mean, I think that would be fair. I know he's got a lot on his plate, but...
yeah, the fact that he still hasn't done it. I mean, I would have done it right after that explosion. I would have roped off the place and never let anybody in there to see what happened.
My guess is painting the place would be the best solution.
Well, you got to wash it down first.
Yeah, yes.
And since Tim's explosion, we looked, the number of key card swipes drastically reduced. Either people are A, afraid to go in there because of what they might see, the remnants, or B, they just don't want to be connected with this at all.
Right. No, don't go in there if you're going to do something embarrassing.
I would declare that a health hazard.
What is that, Tim?
It is what it is.
Right. I say make that Tim's office. And then, make his office into a bathroom. Wow. Big story. Is this one among the biggest stories you've covered since you've been here?
I think so. Because it's Tim. Because the cover-up goes to the highest levels. Right.
It's like your Watergate.
Right,
I
exactly.
feel like shit.
I mean, and there's so many layers to it. The how, what, when, how did this unfold, the lying about it. And that's, the cover-up is worse than the crime.
Could this end in Tim's resignation?
I can't go there. I don't want to speculate on Tim's employment future with the company.
He go?
But I do know he wants this to go away.
Yes.
Everybody coming up to him at AGT didn't want to shake his hand and is doing all sorts of, and I understand you egged it on a little bit during the breaks at AGT.
A little bit. A lot of people were there, with their families.
Quite frankly, I only dealt with him because it was by phone.
Right. Right.
So Tim wants this to go away, and who can blame him?
Right. I can't blame him. And I do admire him coming forward. I do.
He felt the pressure, and he did the right thing.
Right.
And what else can you ask for in a boss other than...
Not
cleaning up after himself
in the first place?
I would have spent all weekend getting rid of the evidence. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know Tim's here, and I know he's in his office, and I know he's just feeling terrible.
Is he?
Do you want me to ask him to come in, and we'll just say this is it? We'll end it after today.
All right. I think we've gone as far as we can.
A final
with the story.
discussion. Yes.
I think it's done. I think we'll get the bathroom cleaned in some capacity, and it'll be
we'll move
done.
on.
We have the crime scene photos. We have the swabs. We have the videotape. Should this ever come up again, we have everything sealed up that we need.
Yeah, because
he's not coming in.
Why? I want to put an end to it.
He's just like I can tell he's upset.
I know, but I'm putting an end to it.
I'm trying, but
I'm trying to get closure.
He goes, I'm done with this bullshit.
It's no bullshit. Serious story. Well, one thing we know, our fans are very understanding. After today, they'll definitely drop it.
They won't be bothering him.
If things don't go on and on and on. Well, I think he should come in here and close it out, but... And now I'm the one who gets stuck with, like, Tim coming to me privately and going, this has got to end. This has got to end now. So I don't want that discussion either.
Well, he's making it a bigger deal by, reacting this way.
Right. Yeah, I don't want that discussion. Man up. Take it, don't come crying to me about it. You made your shit, now lie in it.
We've all had accidents, all made mistakes.
Yeah, you've had your accident. I heard that.
I had my accident back in the day, 1997.
You remember the year.
I remember the year.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So, look, you get past it. You move past it.
Sure.
You move forward in your career from shitting in your pants to covering somebody else shitting in their pants.
You've come full circle.
Yeah, I've come full circle. So
How you
15
doing, man?
years.
Everything good?
I'm doing good. Everything's good.
You glad you made the decision to be a reporter in life?
Oh, yeah.
You like it?
I love,
This is what you live for.
This is what I live for.
Right.
I mean,
you're an excellent
I like unraveling the mysteries, whether it's fun mysteries or whether it's serious.
Right.
Well, shit happens.
That's right, Tim.
It's all the same, but I can say on the record I've never seen any place like this place.
That is some job. Well, thank you, the great John Lieberman, who obviously...
He's gained a lot of fans with his
bullshit.
coverage of this story.
People respect him now.
Yeah.
This is the biggest story Lieberman... This has put Lieberman on the map.
Somebody said to me, what does he look like? They were saying that the guy before him, I forget his name now.
He's the most handsome man I've ever seen.
He said, that guy was kind of creepy looking. What's this guy like?
Oh, we only hire creepy looking guys. What did he get on the ugly meter, John Lieberman? I think he scored lower than me.
Like an 11 or something?
Yeah, right. Let's put it this way. He looks like a guy that would cover a story like Tim's shit. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these
John
words.
Lieberman got 18 on the ugly meter app.
Well, actually...
18.
That's been updated, Fred.
Oh.
Wait, I'll give it to you.
John Lieberman put Tim Sabian's shit in a baggie.
There you go.
Nice.
Actually, today is John Lieberman's 1-year anniversary. According to his Twitter feed. Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, John got an 18.
Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary!
Indeed. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
He was so angry. He goes, I'm done with this bullshit. But he's like, he really yelled at Jason. First of all, we went 2 days last week, right? You got to do a fucking show about what happened during the week. But I mean, it's Tim's first pitch. But I said at the South Side, but you shit all over the field.
Shit all over the bathroom. I mean, in a way that is mind-boggling. I mean,
I'm afraid to see Tim. Or my boss.
Well, you're leading into my first question, John. You saved yourself by getting amnestied by Howard himself, which was a very smart move. At the same time, do you think Tim will deploy some type of passive-aggressive tactic, like give you bad assignments or find other ways to get back at you?
Well, number one, I didn't beg to go in there this morning. I wasn't, asking Gary. This was brought up. Howard brought this up. Gary brought this up. And so I just then entered when Gary told me to enter the studio. So, I'm not going to go in there, though, and not say anything. I mean, if I'm invited into the studio, I'm going to offer new information. And I think Tim has to understand that. Oh, God.
So you're literally just doing your job.
So I'm doing my job. Did I leave my mic in there?
It's right behind you on the floor.
Oh, thank you. So Greg, I mean, I think the point is this. I want Tim to understand that I wasn't pursuing this just me. I was asked to go in the studio, and when I go in the studio, I'm going to add new information that I have, which is the surveillance video. So, I know he's not happy, but I wasn't...
this isn't about me. This is about Howard Stern and Gary, wanting this discussion to continue. It wasn't about me.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Excellent job digging to the bottom.
Now let me get back to my other work. Oh, wait, an email from Tim. I should finish out my work day and then leave. What can I tell you?
Yes, Dan, you're on the air in Long Island.
Hey, Howard, what's up?
Hey.
Howard, how long do you think you're going to be in AGT? Is it just one season, or is it going to be do you have a multi?
I have no idea. I've enjoyed doing this season. The one aspect I don't like is the travel. I now have to go to Vegas next week, and that's fine. But I don't. Listen, it's fine, but it's a big schedule, and also then they moved the show to New York for me, and where are they sticking in fucking Newark? I mean, if I had known that up front, I don't think I would have done the deal.
They might as well live it in California.
Yeah, I think I could get there faster. The whole idea of shooting the show in New York was that I've got a morning radio show I got to get to. Newark's an hour away if I'm lucky with traffic. I don't know what they're doing, but they're very nice people. They treat me wonderfully. I've got no complaints. But as far as another season, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Well, if America likes it, then we'll decide.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't even happened. So.
Well, I usually don't watch those shows, Howard, but I'm looking forward to it. And thanks for me anyway. 15 years of great radio.
All right, Dan. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet.
Bye.
All right.
What was about the other 15?
Well, he's only been listening for 15, I'm assuming, or we had 15 shitty years. And,
I hope that's what he
I'm doing this so long. Took Will Murray an hour and a half to get out of Newark after a Nets game last week. Can you imagine me? I finished that taping at 10 o'clock.
And you're not going to be the first to get to leave.
No, I gotta. By the time I get out of there, what Will?
It was one of the most frustrating experiences of my life.
I mean, they think...
And you're, like, in the same place that he's going to be, right?
I wanted...
Yeah, right there.
There is such a great studio in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Right over the bridge. They got in Brooklyn. They got this place called the Ship something. I don't know.
Is that shipyard?
Yeah, shipyard.
Something.
They got these big,
Ship
luscious
terminal.
studios there. They could have built the AGT studios.
And you'd be home in 20 minutes. I'm telling you, it didn't move. Like 2 blocks, I could have literally crawled quicker than it took me to drive.
Well, I got news for you. I'm judging from Brooklyn, or I'm judging from Silver Cup Studios. It took you how long? An hour and a half?
An hour and a half to get out of town.
That's what I mean. I can't do that.
For a
I got a
shitty
job.
Nets game.
I got a fucking job, Will.
Your crowd's going to be bigger than this.
A Knicks game or a
Nets?
Nets.
Like nobody
No one
cares
even
about the
goes.
Nets.
How could they have traffic at a Nets game?
The players.
Oh,
The
what they
players
did
were
to me.
leaving?
What they did to me. I said, you're going to Newark. No. That's another whole... That's a whole other country over there. That's like going to the Poconos.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Can you helicopter?
No, I'm not helicoptering at night.
But that would be like 10 minutes.
I know. I'm not doing it. I don't want to die for AGT. You know, how fucking dumb will I feel?
Oh, no.
And then you can take the PATH train every 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, Ronnie, realistically, how long is it going to take me to get out of Newark and get home? 10 o'clock at night. 10:30, 11:30. I could maybe... I won't be in bed till noon, until
What
midnight.
time does the show end?
Ronnie, seriously, give it to me. Give me the straight fucking answer.
It's hard to say, depending if they're doing any kind of construction at night. You know, at the
My luck,
tunnel
they'll be
or
doing
whatever.
plenty, yeah.
Without if there's no traffic at 10 o'clock at night, It should take 45 minutes. But
when is there no traffic?
yeah, it should take 45 minutes.
But it'll be an hour.
Going there.
At least.
That's what that's going to
That'll
be
be a
killer.
big problem. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll have to leave 2 hours early because you'll say, well, what if there's traffic?
Yeah, well, they'll probably want you if it's an 8 o'clock. You tape if it's live at 8 o'clock. They're probably going to want you there at 6, right, for makeup
course.
and hair and all that.
Well, that's right.
So
in
you're
the
going to be
middle
leaving
of
right
rush
in the middle of
hour.
rush hour.
Yeah.
I want to hang myself.
I was talking to Will. He was just talking about it. He said it took him forever to get to Prudential,
Yeah, I
which
know.
is right near this other thing.
I have to leave now for July. I mean,
you know where you run? I'm sorry. You know where you run into trouble, and I don't know why. This is either the George Washington or the Lincoln Tunnel. Sometimes at 10 o'clock at night, for no good reason.
Right, traffic.
Oh,
Because of
all
construction.
All of the easy pass lanes are not open.
Not only that, they close a tube also.
Yeah, they'll just close a tube. Like I've been at the George Washington Bridge at 11 o'clock on a Thursday night, and for some reason there's not enough lanes open. Just they don't. I don't know whether they want to hire more
All
people.
I know is I had discussions with these guys. They were talking about Silver Cup, which is 10 minutes away.
Right.
Or the place in Brooklyn, which was about 15 minutes away. 20, right?
And
How
what
long to get to
happened?
that Brooklyn joint?
It depends, 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
And to get back at night, it would be a breeze.
Right.
At that hour of the night.
That's what they were talking about. Then, what happened? Who the hell knows, Robin? You're a newswoman. Please find out.
Well, those are two perfectly viable places. Where
One of them was-
They said they couldn't get the place in Brooklyn. It was way more money.
Something
I
with
said,
sound,
what was booked?
something
It's so
soundproofing
crazy.
or something.
It's so crazy because, first of all, the mayor of New York City, Mayor Bloomberg, loves to bring business into New York. He would have talked to them.
Yeah, they didn't try
They didn't.
everything they could. I think they were in a rush.
Oh.
You want to try to book the mayor on the show?
No, it's too late.
Yeah,
We're
they've
going to
already
Newark.
set up.
And I got nothing against Newark because it's just damn far away. It's too far. Oh. What am I going to do?
I don't know, man.
You're going to sit in traffic. That's what you're
Yeah, well, what am I going to do? Yeah, I got a radio show to do.
And it's two
It's
nights
there's
a week?
no reason. There's no reason to stay there. It's stupid.
Yeah,
but you got to be there in the morning.
Right.
You know,
Is it
you gotta
2
be
nights
there.
a week?
Well,
Like you have a live show and a results show?
there's a Tuesday night show and a Wednesday night
Tuesday
show. So
night's
Wednesday
2
night's
hours.
no problem. It's the Tuesday
It's
night.
the Tuesday night
It's from 8 to
you're
10.
concerned about.
8 to 10 o'clock. If I'm lucky, I'll get home by midnight.
8 to 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 to 10.
Wow.
And
we're up at 4 in the morning, so I'm gonna be wide awake
And
for that.
the Wednesday night show is what, 9 to 10, right?
Yeah, it's always 10 o'clock that we get out.
Well, yeah, but Wednesday you don't have to get up the next day.
Right? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but you're still going to be fried because you got to be doing a radio show Wednesday morning.
I know.
You know.
After having a late night Tuesday night.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm not too psyched about that.
Maybe you'll get used to it.
Yeah, Ronnie, you got to figure out a way to first. We have to have a police escort. That's all.
I remember when we did the pay-per-view thing there a long time ago.
Yeah.
The Newark cops were really cool.
Yeah.
If you remember, they got us out in like 5 minutes.
Did they?
Yeah, maybe they can figure something
so
out.
I'm going to try and make some connections. We got time. I'm going to try and
All right, great.
see what I can work out.
Well, all right. Get on that, Ronnie.
Maybe you'll like working in Newark if they're...
Ronnie, buy an ambulance, and then let's turn
Well,
it
that's
on.
what I was thinking, that maybe you could buy something with a bed in it and you could just sleep.
Can you imagine? Yeah, an ambulance. Ronnie could carry me out with another guy on a stretcher. Yeah, because it's going to be 2 hours getting back from Newark. Oh, my God. Yeah, just leave me in the stretcher. And then, when I get home at midnight...
you're going to be
Yeah, I'm going to be right in
asleep.
bed.
Yeah, sure.
Sal and Richard went out on the street asking people about Dick Clark, and then, they were trying to make a joke about, like, do you miss Dick? Do you love Dick? And all that kind of stuff.
right.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why they get paid the big money. And they went out on the street and asked people, and this one angry lady was, like, so angry about me when they brought up my name, and I went, gee, I haven't done any Mel Gibson-type stuff.
What's
But,
she angry about you for?
she just doesn't like me, my reputation, thinks I'm gross. The usual stuff.
What did you love most about Dick?
Dick Clark.
I loved his friendly disposition. He seemed like someone that was approachable.
So are you a huge Dick fan? Or?
Not real. I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I don't follow him.
Now, being that you're not a huge Dick fan, would you say then you're a small Dick fan?
You're funny.
No.
Yeah.
How about we say his name, Dick Clark fan? That sounds more appropriate.
Yeah, she's not a 2-year-old. She got it right away, you guys. Are you a small Dick fan or a big
huge Dick fan?
Or a huge cock fan?
How did you feel about Dick's stroke?
I personally feel that the way the questions are being asked, how did we feel about the incident that happened to Mr. Clark?
Do you think Howard Stern would be a great replacement for Dick on New Year's Rockin' Eve?
Pardon my French, but hell no. That man's insane. The man's just psycho. Have you heard him? Like, half the things that come out of his mouth are 100% bullshit. Second along, perverse and
bullshit? What does she mean by
She doesn't listen.
disgusting, and America's already corrupt. Do we really need to hear someone that's even more corrupt listening to them babble on public radio? Hell, if someone wants to hear someone babble on, put me on public radio. I'll babble on for hours without putting all the corruption in America like that man does. I will honestly say I'm probably a much better entertainer than Howard Stern.
Wow. Well, then go prove it.
Why isn't she
on the radio?
Yeah.
Go get millions of fans.
He's grotesque. He's vile. He's just inconsiderate. He
All I know is I'm listening to this rant. I'm ready to turn it off.
doesn't have any emotion in him either. Everything that he just says words. He doesn't really have a meaning behind it. And I'm like, you're not really an educated person. You just got a mouth and you use it.
But if you don't like his words, do you at least like his looks?
No. His hair looks greasy.
Greasy?
His forehead's funny.
Do you realize Howard is a host on America's Got Talent?
I like that Richard and Sal don't even know that I'm
You're a
judge.
judge, not the host.
Do you like the Howard's at least a host on America's Got Talent?
Why? He doesn't have talent. If America has talent, then why is he the one judging the talent? I don't believe in watching TV unless it's something funny, and that's not funny to me.
What's the difference between Howard Stern and Dick Clark?
Dick Clark was a wonderful entertainer, whereas Howard Stern was flat out Dick.
I never think of Dick Clark as an entertainer.
This woman is just trying to put you down in every way she can.
You know, the only guy I read, like Dick Clark, yeah, I know. Dick Clark died, and, someone called me from some newspaper asking me for a quote, and I was like, yeah, Dick was on my show many, many times, and he was always gracious and lovely, and we had a good time with him. I mean, what am I going to say? I don't really know the guy. But I liked him personally when he came on the show. It was a lot of fun.
Sure.
He used to call in all the time. I don't think he ever...
He always called in with these strange things he was promoting. Every once in a while it was like something like the American Music Awards, but sometimes it'd be like one of those... vacation properties in Vegas or, some kind of new battery. I was like, what in the world is he doing?
Yeah, I mean, amazingly, he was into everything. But the only guy I saw who wrote, I think, a fair assessment, and it was somewhat negative, was Bob Lefsetz, that guy, that email newsletter I get. Because, one of the things I used to talk about is that Dick Clark really wasn't so beloved by the rock and roll community.
No.
Musicians did not love Dick Clark. I've been reading a lot of horseshit comments about how Dick's going to be missed and all this stuff.
Well, there was a lot of what he did for rock and roll.
Yeah, and I remember, I think it was George Harrison. I'm not sure exactly. But I remember reading there were a bunch of musicians who were very upset with Dick Clark because what he would do is he'd take all their music from American Bandstand and sell it. He'd make them sign a weird release where he could somehow own their music.
Well, whatever that performance was, he owned it. Yeah.
Yeah, he owned that performance, and then when George Harrison said to him, "Don't you think the artist should get some piece of that?" And Dick was kind of like, "I don't think so, pal." So the rap among some musicians, not all musicians, but the rap among some musicians was that Dick Clark made his empire off of their hide, which wouldn't be the first time that a business executive figured out how to take creative people and fuck them over. But Dick was an entertainer in the sense that he was an excellent game show host, and he made people feel good. He was a good host. I mean, I enjoyed him when he was on our show.
Yeah, and bloopers, bleeps, and blunders. He started that whole thing, and he caught on to the award show craze and created a couple of those.
He was an entrepreneur. He was a guy who understood what people liked, and I will miss him. I like Dick Clark a lot. I thought at the end that him doing the New Year's Rockin' Eve after his stroke was, and I think Bob put this in his column. I'm not sure if it was him or not, but someone did. It was like unbelievable narcissism. It was like enough, like you really don't need to be on TV
Do you
anymore.
realize even before, we talked about that. It looked like he had plastic surgery.
Yeah.
And a couple of days before he died, he had surgery on his eyes. Like he was going to keep going.
Did he really have surgery on his eyes a couple of days before he died?
And he was supposed to go in for another one the day after he died.
He wanted plastic surgery so he'd look younger.
No, it wasn't. I think it was cataract surgery or something like that. But, this guy was...
Well, that makes sense.
Down for the count.
Oh, I thought you meant he had, surgery to make himself look younger or something.
No, but he had plastic surgery. Yeah. That was obvious from the last appearance on
He loved
New
being
Year's
on
Rockin'
camera.
Eve.
He loved being on camera. But, for me, Dick Clark represented a type of broadcasting I was never really happy with. But as I've gotten older, I understand, there's a place for all of that. Not everyone has to be outrageous. Not everyone has to be the maniac that I am. You know what I mean? Like, he did a fine job of going on and doing his thing. Kind of like Ryan Seacrest. Everyone says, oh, well, Ryan Seacrest is the heir apparent to Dick Clark. And, I don't know about that. I mean, what has Ryan Seacrest done except host American Idol? And he does have a radio show. He does
now produces some TV shows.
Yeah, he produces some TV shows. I know he wants to be Dick Clark, and maybe he will be. I don't know.
And he hosted New Year's Rockin' Eve.
If Dick Clark's legacy is he understood how to be bland, then Ryan Seacrest is the new Dick Clark. And Ryan Seacrest has said, I'm happy with that. I want to be that. He's a pleasant-looking guy, a nice-looking guy who, can go on TV and, be an announcer. I guess if I was really good-looking, which I'm not.
You wouldn't have this personality.
Yeah, right. I would be like, I'd be a guy on TV going, hi, everybody.
Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll miss Dick on our show because...
Well, he hasn't called in years. We haven't heard from him since,
since
he
the
had the stroke.
You can understand why.
No.
Me neither.
So, do you have kind words for Dick?
I love Dick. That's it.
Yeah.
Dick Clark, that is.
Yes.
Okay.
How fond are you of Dick?
Well, New Year's ain't gonna be the same.
How did you feel about Dick's stroke?
I was like, oh no. See, now you know what that made me think of? It can happen to anyone.
Right.
At the end of the day, we're just human.
So are you a huge Dick fan? Or?
I'm a fan, yes.
Are you a huge Dick fan, or were you a small Dick fan?
I mean, I'm a huge Dick fan. Absolutely.
Do you think Ryan Seacrest will do as good?
I don't like Ryan Seacrest. He's a little too arrogant and stuck on himself. Never be Dick Clark because he comes from a different era.
And who's more talented, Ryan Seacrest or Howard Stern?
I put Howard on it. Let Howard do his thing. Me and Howard are more close to the same. I don't like Ryan.
Do you find it racist that Don Cornelius of Soul Train wasn't honored the same way as Dick Clark?
I said that to myself this morning. First thing that came to my mind when I heard the news on 1010s this morning was, okay, Dick's gone, but then they didn't give Don Cornelius this.
Is it a racial thing, you think?
Of course.
Media in America has always been racist. Being a born Afro-American, obviously, I have my point of view on it, and I live this. I don't make it up. There is a double standard, sometimes triple.
Triple standard. Guy's got something, he's right.
A triple standard?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just because he said he wanted you to be on New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Well, I'm siding with this guy. He's my man. Sal and Richard made a phony phone call to where else? Where do you think they made a phone?
Tradio?
Tradio. I said to Gary, do those guys ever make any phony phone calls to anyone else but Tradio? It just seems like...
Did everything else dry up? They used to use, those cable access shows and other kind of radio shows.
I know.
Hey, the guys, Sal just said to me, listen, it's not Tradio they called auction radio.
I know, but...
It's the same kind of deal.
What happened to you guys? You don't make any other...
Well, guys, they're going to come in. Together, of course.
Oh, I didn't want them to come in. Richard, what goes on?
We turned in a Jack and Rod last week, and you didn't like it.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
With Richard Simmons.
Yeah.
It just seems like this is what we're best at, the Tradio stuff.
All right.
We've been turning in a lot of non-Tradio, but it just seems like you like these ones a lot better.
Hey, I was listening to the phone call your dad made to you. Why does your dad get? Why would your mom want to shoot a chicken for going in her flowers? I mean, the chicken is just being a chicken.
Well, they're supposed to know better, I guess.
They are?
Really?
Well, you got to hear this. Here's Richard's father calling with yet another update, which I love. But this one I really didn't understand. Let me find it. Take me a second. Maybe I didn't bring it up.
I mean, chickens have personalities and stuff.
Yeah, but
But that doesn't mean they understand English.
Gary, where's the chicken call from?
Gary, page 1, upper right-hand corner.
I'm having trouble.
Oh, Rich, this is your dad. We had some more excitement around here this morning. I was in the other room. All of a sudden, your mom started yelling words of gun. She run and got the gun and run outside. And I said, what the hell's going on? And one of rooster, that young rooster, was in her flowers, up in her flower box, scratching. She was going to shoot it. She run out there with the pistol, and it run and went under my car, so she couldn't shoot it because of the car. So
more fun on the farm.
And after that, well, the rooster I need to get rid of anyway because it's a young one. He's tearing my hens up. You know how young cocks are. But anyway, he's tearing the hens up. And later on today, we had heard the dogs barking, went down there, and they had a damn armadillo. We don't need them things around here. They tear up everything, yard and everything, so I had to do something with it. So we had all kinds of excitement today, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Like your mom and dad were on a killing spree.
Right, yeah.
So did your mom kill the cock?
No.
The cock, no.
But your dad
They're going to get rid of it, though, because it's tearing up the chicken.
They'll probably trade it to somebody for like a hen or a couple hens.
Well, don't they need roosters to make more?
Yeah, they have older roosters that behave, I guess.
Yeah, see, the young ones, they're rough on the chickens, it sounds like.
So weird, like, mom's running around with a pistol.
She's grabbing guns to shoot chickens.
Oh, there's guns everywhere.
It's like the Beverly Hillbillies. How many guns do you think they got over there?
Oh, my dad's got a big gun cabinet full.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
It's a whole different way of life, man.
Gun rack in the truck and everything.
Right. Yeah, he's probably...
So there's guns everywhere.
He's probably one of those guys, if he hears a guy's running for president and wants to take away guns, you probably fucking go berserk, right?
Well, that's how they get a lot of their food is from
kidding.
guns, I mean, I grew up shooting a shotgun. I was like the skeet shooting champion in 4-H when I was a kid.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you. Good at something.
Yeah.
Now you're calling Tradio.
Oh, I did that back then, too.
Yeah.
We had a local Tradio in Kansas when I was growing up. We used to prank, Some things don't change.
Right.
You've come full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Richard. And what was the armadillo? What do? They tear stuff. So what'd your dad do to him?
They dig around and stuff. He probably just shot it and took it somewhere. But
Yeah, he didn't tell us how he took care of it.
yeah.
Can your dad eat those?
No, they. I think they carry leprosy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're not even supposed to be around them. Yeah.
Hey, Richard, this is your dad. Just got leprosy.
From the armadillo.
Ate some leprosy.
Yeah, just ate the armadillo. Knew I shouldn't. It's all right. Talk to you later, bub.
But that's a new thing, I guess, because of global warming. We used to never have armadillos, and now they're coming up north, and you see them a lot further north. Than
Hey, Richard, this is your dad. The finger just fell off.
Oh, look at this. I'm looking up armadillo leprosy.
Wow.
Armadillos linked to leprosy in humans.
Hey, Richard, I'm mailing you my nose. It just fell off. Made some jerky out of it. See how you like it. I think you'll like it for my leprosy. It's a whole different thing.
in the studio between you, Fred, Robin, and Gary, who would have the most highest IQ if given a test?
Fred.
Out of those people who has the highest IQ, I think it would be either Robin or Fred. But
no, I think Fred.
Fred, yeah. Fred's
I don't
really
know.
smart.
I think it'd be really close between Robin and Fred.
I don't know why Fred didn't do better in school, though. I mean, like, he went to a shitty college.
You know, a lot of times really smart people are bored by school. Einstein didn't do well in
exactly
school.
what went down.
Were you a straight A student in high school?
I did enough just to get by, is what it was. I never cracked a book.
Did you take the SATs?
No. I had no intention of going to college. And what's funny...
How'd you go to college?
You know what I did? I had to take some test to go to even community college, and I remember taking the test, and recently, it's funny, I don't know why, I wrote the college, they said they threw out all the records. I guess it was too long ago. They said it wasn't the SATs, they said it was some sort of test that you take, and I gave them all the
Why did you want the records?
Just for curiosity, because it's always coming up on the air, and I said, who knows, what did I take? Did I take the SATs? So I wanted to know.
Why don't you take the IQ test so we can measure what you are? I mean, I have the impression you're very intelligent, but were you good in math at school?
I wasn't great in math. I'm actually better now. Probably English and like social studies and
maybe you
history
got
and
him
stuff
beat.
like that.
I don't think so.
You're pretty smart.
Robin's very smart.
You won Jeopardy.
Oh, please. I won it once.
Well, all right.
It was the buzzer.
Maybe Fred isn't that smart.
I'm
no,
not.
Fred's very smart.
What was that school you went to?
Well, there was two.
That's what I mean.
None of them are Ivy League. One of them was Manchester Community College.
That sounds like a shit school. Go ahead.
And the other one, which actually became a university after I left, Western Connecticut State College. Became a university.
I'll admit I'm a moron. I had to go to moron college. In order to go to BU, I had to go to College of Basic Studies because I was such a moron. I'm willing to admit that. But
I wouldn't underestimate you at all.
Oh, no, I'm an idiot.
Stop
But
it.
I'll tell
no,
you what.
he has this feeling he's an idiot. He's not an idiot at all.
You don't know. I'll tell you how dumb I am, okay? I'll
here
admit
we
to you.
go.
No, I'm going to tell you how stupid I am. I'm going to be honest. So, I take a chess lesson, and I keep track of the hours. Sometimes the lesson could be an hour. Sometimes it could be 20 minutes. I don't know. So, I wait about 2 weeks, add up the hours that I've done, all the minutes, and you have to write down the minutes, and then you add it up and you put it into hours, and you pay the guy, right?
Right.
It took me over a half hour to add up minutes. That's how bad I am at math. And I wasn't even sure I was right. And then I have Beth check it.
But math may not be your strong suit.
Well, this is simple addition.
You're adding up like
simple addition, Fred.
There's 60 minutes in an hour.
But I think
it can't be that difficult.
But I think in anything linguistic, you're probably a genius.
No, I don't think so.
I think you are. I think you downplay it.
He's very smart. His problem is that he went to really poor schools.
Well, yeah, I had a bad start.
And so when he...
And you also got told that you were an idiot every day growing up. That can't help you.
I was put in the fast track in school. 2 times I got put in the fast track. But then
And you were the valedictorian.
But then when he went
I
off
wasn't the valedictorian.
to regular schools, he probably was behind because they weren't covering the same topics in that remedial school he went to.
Yeah. I just figured I was a moron.
And that can happen to people. They sort of get labeled because of the situation they're in.
I was very dopey.
But you can't let that hold you back.
And my father told me every day I was a moron. And then an idiot and dumb.
That's because he knew more than you.
Yeah. He was very proud of the fact that he knew more than a 5-year-old. I told you not to be stupid, you moron.
I guess it's not uncommon. I was watching a Yankeeography of Darryl Strawberry the other day, and his father told me he was an idiot every day.
Well, he really
he
is
never
an
would
idiot.
amount to anything.
Darryl is an idiot.
Well, he was a good ball player, though.
I'd be really interested to find out what the intelligence level of...
I think Fred must have a really high IQ. I think Robin, too.
I don't know that I have all that
I think
high
it was
in
tested
IQ.
one
I
time
just had an aptitude for
It was
school.
somewhere between 135 and 148.
That's
Wow.
genius. That's genius level.
I don't know if that's even...
Isn't
close.
it sad when a genius goes to Manchester Community College?
How do you think? How do you think I felt being in that town, surrounded by everybody else? There was nowhere.
Yeah,
to go.
you were like in prison.
Exactly.
Do you want to take
It was
an
like on
IQ
Devil's
test?
Island. No, not really. Not at this stage of the game. I'd probably be lucky if I get a 20.
But you do want to know. You have a curiosity.
Nah, I don't really want to take it. What if I find out I'm really stupid?
So what?
Nah, I don't want
At this
to do
point,
that.
what's the difference?
It's the only thing I have left.
Fred, honestly, I think you've got a very high IQ.
What if we test you?
This could be the president of Yale on the phone.
What if we find out you're a genius?
If I was a genius,
Well, he'll have to leave, won't he?
then I'd have to
Really
get a disability and hang out
himself.
with that guy who in the wheelchair.
Because based on the Tracy School of Thought, then you would have to go to a better school. Because like she even said, Gary's an Adelphi
Delphi graduate. How dare he, with her 2 degrees, tell her to clean the refrigerator?
I would really love to find out who has the highest IQ between Sal, Richard,
I can tell you.
I think
What
that's a
about
race in the
JD?
Special Olympics.
Yeah, I think
Pace.
I'm gonna say Sal has a higher IQ than
Scott
Richard.
DePace he threw in there.
Oh, that's interesting. Sal, Richard, Scott DePace, and JD.
Yeah.
I'm going to say out of all of them that I think DePace will have the higher IQ than the other 3.
I don't think so.
No, I think JD's pretty smart,
I
too.
think JD.
No, I think Sal can beat JD in an IQ test.
Really?
Absolutely.
Why do you say that? Just because of his mush mouth?
No, because Sal
can't beat a 10-year-old.
No, I'll tell you what it is. Sal doesn't know. Sal didn't study any book stuff or this, that, or the other thing. But I think he's. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I think.
Why are you saying this? What is your evidence?
I don't know.
There is none.
I feel Sal could beat JD.
I don't.
JD can't even talk.
But JD, I think his mind races.
Yeah, he's got too many choices. Sal has hardly any.
Scott DePace seems pretty bright to me, but I
He
heard
is bright. He's misguided, but he's bright.
He went to a college that doesn't even exist anymore.
But see, I think that misguided thing is because he's not that bright. He's easily led.
That's his handicap?
Yeah.
What college did you go to, Scott?
I went to Glassboro State College. Now it's Rowan University.
They changed their name to get away from you.
That's my alma mater.
I'll be Robin in any IQ test. Bring it on.
Hey, Scott, do you think you could beat JD, Sal, and Richard in an IQ test?
Probably put together, but yes.
I agree.
But that's he thinks he's smart. That's another sign of a stupid person.
So do you.
I don't think I'm smart at all.
Everything, Robin.
I don't think I'm smart at all.
See, I think JD and Richard would be a toss for the bottom.
No,
I think I don't know about Scott DePace. I could probably I think I could beat Sal and Richard.
Do you have any idea what your IQ is?
No, I did beat Will in an IQ test though online.
They have. Oh, you did? What was your IQ online?
I don't remember. It was back in the day.
But I got to tell you something.
I have an IQ of Sparkle.
What is that, Will? You say fuck you.
Yes, I did.
You, Will?
He's bragging about this stupid ass IQ test we took online. I was hungover for one, and it was like some McDonald's friggin' retarded test.
You remember that?
Stop bragging about that, turd.
You lost to JD?
No, I'm not buying that.
Yes, he did.
You ever want to take another intelligence test against
dude, I'm
me, it's
ready.
on,
Whatever
bro.
you want. Okay.
I like this. You know what?
It'd be really.
I put up prize money.
Oh, please.
It would be really funny if we found out that JD had a high IQ of like 140 or something.
Well, it's possible. Like there are guys who, like Einstein was very poor with social skills, but turned out he was a bright guy.
Yeah.
But I don't see any evidence that JD could beat Scott DePace. I'm gonna call it this way.
JD Hawking.
I don't know why you think Scott is so intelligent.
Because
because he argues all the time?
No, because I talked to Scott, and he has, Scott's an intelligent guy.
Yeah?
You might not agree with his politics, but he's I'm not saying he's brilliant. He's not in the Fred category or your category.
He could just be repeating what Rush Limbaugh says.
I said yes, I am. I'm in the Fred category.
Dude,
I feel sorry for you.
I will take, if anyone wants to take bets on, if we do a Fred Scott versus Scott DePace, I'm going with Fred, and I'm betting heavily into Fred.
So do I.
You're all mistaken then.
Ooh, this sounds good. I would bet. You know how Artie loves to
This is
gamble?
why I think he's not that intelligent. He thinks he's on Fred's level.
Fred, that's a sign of dopiness.
See, I'm not even sure I'm on my own level.
I'm telling you, Fred.
I can't do it.
Fred, Fred.
If I lose to him, I'm going to feel so bad.
Fred, I'm betting the farm on you.
Nah, don't
I'm
bet
gonna
on
bet
me.
Artie's sick money.
Don't bet on me. I
Does he
crumble
even
under
want
that
to
kind of
play
betting.
Win Fred's money?
Yeah, Scott, you want to play Win Fred's money?
Because that is not IQ. That has nothing to do with intelligence. That has to do with your memory. And that Fred is there's no one better than he on that.
And I say memory is a sign of intelligence. Fred, you're my horse. I'm going with you. my day is coming. Scott, you willing to take an IQ test?
An IQ test, sure.
Okay. But I mean with a real test.
One, and no one's playing with the results either.
No. I'm talking about we'll go to a real testing company.
I'd be really interested to find out what Gary's is.
Gary, I bet she's high.
He is high.
Gary's smart.
I think he would be too.
Yeah. I think Gary, Gary will be surprising to you.
Yeah. I think he's going to. It wouldn't surprise me. It'll be a surprise to somebody else who thinks Baba Booey.
You're right. Yeah, don't let Baba Booey throw you off. But I'm telling you, I think, and you could call me nuts, I think that Sal will beat Richard. He might even beat Scott DePace.
Oh, my God.
So. I think it'll be close. But DePace,
I think Richard's smarter than
DePace would
Sal.
win. If I had a bet, I'd probably go with DePace.
What are you blowing
Sal.
kisses to me for?
Sal's excited that
I will smoke that bald-headed douchebag in the back.
Which bald-headed douchebag?
But Scott brings up a good point. It's not about so much memorization or history or whatever. It's common sense. It's about taking on a scenario and deducing it.
It's understanding spatial relationships in math, and it's a different kind of intelligence.
It's common sense.
Well, no.
It's
That's what he
intelligence.
just said.
To a certain degree.
Oh,
No.
he did?
Yeah.
No, wait a
I'm
minute.
going with Scott DePace.
I didn't necessarily mean that.
But in a contest between you and Scott DePace, I'm going with DePace. But I think you could beat Richard.
I can't beat Richard. I can't beat Richard. I think Richard will beat me.
No, you'll beat Richard. Richard's really, really out of it.
Yeah, but Richard has
I don't think Richard has an ounce of intelligence.
No, Richard has an eccentric way of thinking, which I think assists you in intelligence tests.
You will beat him.
I don't think I'll beat Richard, but I think I'll beat
You'll
Scott
beat
DePace.
JD?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is. I think we do this, but we bet on it heavily. I mean, I don't want any pussy bets. $20. I'm talking about the minimum bet is $500.
All right.
500.
That's right. A real gambling.
See, a guy like Scott DePace won't do well because he has tunnel vision and he's ignorant and he's set on his ways and he's stubborn.
Sal, you're a dope.
See, you're acting that.
Oh, you are so wrong about that. I despite the fact that Scott DePace is stupid when it comes to politics, I think he's a lot more.
Yeah, I'm putting money on DePace heavy. Yes, Fafafu, hi.
Scott reads a lot. I think he's a pretty bright guy. We looked into this before, so in order to do this correctly, these tests have to be administered off the air.
Right. That's
and
what I want.
We can get it done.
I want a real test in a testing situation with proctors and the whole thing.
We can get
I don't want any nonsense. Who can you get?
I'm telling you, Scott couldn't even understand when you were talking to him about not hitting his dog.
Oh.
I still don't, by the way.
A lot of bright guys, are dopey when it comes to common sense.
Mm-hmm.
Where I shine is common sense. Okay.
By the way, the guys in the office a lot of guys are betting on Richard over Sal big time.
And so am I.
People say Richard is like he's goofy, but he's not as stupid as you pay him.
Money talks, bullshit walks. I'm talking about big bets.
Let me
tell you something. For a minimum $500 bet, would you take Richard over Sal?
I would take Sal.
I can think about that.
See, that's see all this bullshit
See,
stuff.
I'll take Scott over either of them.
Yeah.
But Richard over Sal, that's a tough one.
Did Richard ever go to college?
Well, I'm ready to put up $500 on my boy Sal over Richard.
Well, I know Richard better than anybody. I work with him all day. I would put Richard over me.
So bet 500, but then you'll throw the test.
No, I won't throw the test.
No,
Absolutely
you can't
not.
bet.
All right. I can't
But do you think Sal's okay? So a lot of these tests are based on an IQ test is based on logic. Do you think Sal's a logical guy?
Way more than Richard. Richard's fucking nuts.
Wow.
If it's logic, Robin, with that 9/11 theory, you're out the door.
Here we go. I have no theory on 9/11.
He was brutal.
Robin
yesterday.
Quivers,
Again,
I'll take over you anytime.
Look at what he just said. There was no theory floated about 9/11. He doesn't even know what theory is.
He'll beat Richard.
Robin, 2 towers go down in New York City. Do you A, run for help, B, help out the firemen and NYPD, C, motivate yourself to lose weight?
Listen, I'm going to correct you on that. Robin's
That's
point.
how much sense he has.
All right, maybe you're right.
Let him talk. Let the man talk.
Robin's point about 9/11 is that when she heard about the plight of those people, she said, "I'd be one of those people trapped in the building because I'm so sick and overweight that I couldn't help myself." That's not saying.
But do you think
I don't even know. Listen
That's
to me.
the guy you're betting on.
I'm betting on him. I'm taking it back.
I tried to have this conversation
Where's that
with
other moron?
I tried to have this conversation with him yesterday. I said, Robin didn't see 9/11 and say, let me lose weight. Something happened that day that she saw that made her think about something.
Listen, this is why this is going to be a great contest.
I'm going. You know what? I got it. Richard, $500. Let's do it.
Yeah?
I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
All right. I got 500 on Sal.
500 on Richard.
Well,
I would
listen,
bet on.
there's
I
other
would bet
people.
on Sal.
And DePace, I'll bet DePace could beat.
There he comes.
Look
Look at the way
that's
he
who you're
walks.
betting him.
Oh
That
my
guy can barely walk. He's barely upright.
There's my horse.
Your horse has a broken leg.
Why do you walk like that?
Walk like what?
Like you're retarded. You think you could beat Sal? There's no way you can beat him.
If I can't walk right, I don't know if I can beat Sal.
Richard, you don't have any weird rash going
All right.
on or anything, do you?
No,
Something's
what?
going on here. I saw that yesterday
Yeah.
too. So this 2 days in a row he's walking.
Well,
He's walking like he's got a rash, like he's got a ball rash.
What's
I
going
have
on?
a zit on my ass, but no, I'm fine. You guys can check if you want.
No, he
You wanna
walks
see?
that way every day.
All right, here's another bet. $500 minimum bet. Scott DePace versus Jason.
Oh.
I take Jason.
I got to
Jason's
go
very
with
bright.
Jason.
Just so you know how we did an online one and I beat him very badly.
Right, but the online one is not a very good one. We're going to do a real one. And you might have. I would take Jason.
I would take DePace. 500.
Jason's saying that's not true, by the way.
What, Jason? Jason. Oh, here he comes.
I had a scholarship to go to college, by the way, Howard. I don't know if
Yeah,
that
I
matters.
think Richard's very bright. I don't
I
think
didn't-
he
That was me. It was
uses
hamburger
it.
you.
I didn't go to college, but I had a scholarship for
what
music.
college?
For-
Music.
Fort Scott Community College in Kansas.
Because you bang on a drum. Big fucking shit.
No, he's very musical. That's
Yeah.
often a sign of intelligence.
Do you know how to read music?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Well, that is a sign of
Yeah.
intelligence.
Hey, Howard.
I can read music.
Can you?
Tablature. That's close to music.
No, it's not.
That's not music.
Well,
Sal's a really talented guitar player, actually.
That gives me hope. Jason, do you say Scott DePace beat you on an online IQ
No,
test?
I don't know where he's getting this from. We never took an online IQ test. I walked into the back office one time, and he goes, "Sit in my computer, do this right now, do this right now." Some thing with triangles that took about 10 minutes, not even. So
Right.
I don't think that's an IQ test. And by the way, our scores were identical. So
Wrong. I was 20 points higher.
whatever, dude. If you want to take a test, let's take a test. I really have no fear.
I got a feeling. Who you betting on that one, Robin?
I'm betting Jason.
Are you?
Yeah.
I might still go with DePace.
I don't know why you're thinking that way.
I don't know. I got a feeling with this DePace that I could win a lot of money on it.
Well, he
You
would
keep
be-
riding that one.
Keep
Yeah.
riding that losing horse.
Ride it
listen.
right into the ground.
Scott knows a lot of stuff. He reads. He's definitely one of the more intelligent people in the office. But if you have a conversation with him or a debate and you see how he debates, you realize he's really not bright. Like, he can't take new information and apply it to knowledge that he already has and come up with some new way of looking at something or
can't
understanding.
synthesize.
Yeah, he can't. He knows what he knows,
You're
and that's
saying
it.
you can beat him.
I think so. I've never taken an IQ test before, so I don't know what's on those, but I believe
What college do you go to?
Rutgers.
Oh, yeah?
Good college.
Rutgers University, double majored, graduated
What was
with
your
honors.
major?
History and communications.
Communications. That's for morons.
I took it.
You failed in that department.
I took communications just so I get an internship here. So it wasn't that bad of a move.
Okay. I think I might still go with DePace after all of that.
Your
I
money,
don't
man.
know.
Go for it.
Your
'cause
money.
That's what I see about Scott I find.
How strongly do you feel about it? How much money would you really go on that?
I put $1,000
$1,000
on
on
Jason.
Jason over DePace.
Over DePace.
Hold on a second.
Whoa.
We got something
Give
going
me 1
on
second.
now. Even though Jason is a little
Hold on a
rat, I'm still going to bet on him.
Hey, DePace. Hey, DePace.
Money's safe, Howard. I'll kick his ass.
I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah.
All bullshit aside, if I go 1,000 on you, I'll be really pissed if I lose.
Yeah.
You really feel you can
I'll be
beat him?
pissed if I lose to that fat idiot.
You can do it, right?
I can do it. And Robin, I'll want a full apology from you too.
Apology? I haven't insulted you in any way.
No, after I beat him, you're going to have to apologize.
All right, I put 1,000 on DePace.
Do the Mets have to apologize to the Yankees?
Jason, you're upset that I'm going with DePace on this one?
No, listen, it's your money, bro. No, I'm actually a little bit more worried for Robin. Like I said, I've never taken this test before, but
you see?
I am. No, look,
You're cracking.
I'm not cracking. I'm going to take the test, and I'm going to kick ass
My
on
boy
it.
beat you by 20 points on the last test.
Oh, yes, the triangle
You're
thing from the
believing-
internet.
You're believing what Scott DePace says.
I don't know. I'm going with this guy.
Go for it.
Howard, if I win, I get to see Robin's boobs. How about that?
But what does she get?
Yeah, what do I get if you lose?
You get the pleasure of my gaze.
Yeah, really. Oh, dude, if I win, that's all. You don't need a prize. You're just going to walk around here with an "I'm smarter than Scott DePace" t-shirt for the rest of my life.
Hi, Miranda. What's up? Miranda, go ahead.
Hi.
Howard, I would like to give the test. I'm a math teacher.
Yeah, now I'm going to one of these places
that
that tests kids. Like, in other words, so there can be no bullshit.
Oh, you're not going to give it there at the studio?
No. I'm going to go to a real testing center. I'm telling you. Yes, Christian, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, how's it going? I'm a school psychologist. I give these things all day. I could give you guys the kind of gold standard and settle the score here.
Well, I'm going to go to a place so there's no sort of hijinks or people saying, "Oh, it wasn't real."
Yeah, people saying it's not a real test. We
Right.
don't want any arguments.
But do you give you know who I want you to give a psychological exam to? Ronnie, the limo driver. What kind of tests can you do for him?
I don't know if they've developed one yet.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't there like like if someone's insane or not?
Yeah, we could give them the, it's called the MMPI.
What is that?
Yeah, that could certainly measure for varying degrees of psychosis.
I don't know if you want to know the results.
Do you think Ronnie could pass that one?
No.
I say no.
But the IQ, yeah, I have the quote by a guy named Wexler. It's kind of the gold standard in IQ tests, and I give them all day long.
How long is that test?
I have an abbreviated one, probably about half an hour tops for each person. Like the real ones are about 2 hours.
John Hine was saying that he could administer the real one. That's what he used to do at his last job. But he said that those are could be 3 to 4 hours. But that is really the one.
That's the
that
gold
no one can dispute. If you take an abbreviated one, people go, "Oh, I took the short one."
Right.
There's one. You got to have the 3 or 4 hours. But it sounds like it's worth it.
So should we have Christian do
If
it,
we're
or should
betting
we?
this kind of money.
Should we have Christian do it? I mean, the guy's a school psychologist who actually administers the test.
Well, John, would John come in here? Because he's got an explanation of that there's a specific one. It's a different name, too.
Okay.
I've heard of Wexler.
I've heard the Wexler test, too. Hold on, Christian.
All right.
Because I just don't want
But
any
I like
shenanigans.
the independent, no caller, nobody with an axe to grind.
Right.
There's a few different tests. Like the Stanford Binet is a test that's very popular, but ultimately, people are going to argue if they don't do well, it's the test's fault. And if they do really well,
So that's
clearly
why I'm
it's a
thinking,
clear-cut thing.
let's go to a testing center where the guys sit down, they're at a desk, there's no nonsense. Where would Christian where do you give the exam, Christian?
My office, but I could come in and you just need a quiet environment, so one-on-one situation. That's it. It's not a group administration.
Oh, you mean everyone can't take it at once?
No, it doesn't work that way.
Why not, though? Why can't you put everyone in a classroom, sit them down, give them the booklet?
And give them the time.
It's, we could try it that way, but it's more of oral responses.
Oh, it's oral.
Oh.
Yeah, I ask questions, and I record the answers.
Oh,
I did not know that.
It's not like a 2 + 2 equals.
Oh, I thought it was like a booklet. You sit there and you.
Yeah, like those standardized tests we used to take.
Some of it is, but most of it's, I ask a question and I record the oral response.
All right, hold on, okay? You sound pretty good. Hold on, I'm going to get in touch with you.
All right.
All right. Gary, take this guy's number.
Is that how you did the test?
Well, you also have to look at. No, I was in standardized tests.
Okay.
But I know the IQ test. And you also have to look at what the test is actually measuring.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why although I think Jason is more intelligent than Scott, I think Scott will definitely beat him on the IQ test. Just because of his way of thinking. Just because of his way of thinking.
Might as well write the check now.
Well, then what good is the test if he's more intelligent, but the test will be better for Scott?
Well, you don't want to get, but intelligence is a relative thing. Sal is very smart when it comes to street smarts, let's say.
Right.
But when it comes to doing math or speaking, he's not. So it all depends on
I don't
what
even
the
know
test
if
is gonna
Sal
measure.
is what you'd call street smart.
Street smart?
The street is smarter than
I'm
him.
banking on him being smart in math.
I think you lost 500.
Because he was a stockbroker.
I think you lost.
Oh, Howard.
All right, you know what we'll do? Let me take a break. We'll continue this discussion because I really want to get it on the table. Who's taking the test, where the test is going, and the betting can begin. I mean, we got to get money riding on this. This is big. Fred will wipe all you fuckers out. All right, thank you, Johnny.
You got it.
All right, and so, Johnny, just to get it clear, the IQ test is part verbal and also part written.
Right. You can't just go to a testing center and take it. It doesn't work that way.
Oh.
You got to be with a person.
Well, yeah, because they interpret your responses, and a lot of it is how you're coming to the conclusion of whatever your conclusion is. That's
see.
part
How
of
you
it.
See, and that's where my boy Jason is going to surge ahead.
I don't know. I don't know, Rob.
guy's going to come out of there tongue-tied after Scott DePace.
You're going to find out everybody here's a moron. Don't you think everybody here's secretly a moron?
Absolutely.
I think so.
Well, what else are we doing here?
Howard has money on you beating Richard.
I know.
Are you surprised?
Yeah. I think maybe Howard's the dumbest one. I don't know to vote on me, but I'll give him my best.
Yeah, you're really putting Richard on a pedestal here.
Yeah.
Saying, he's a pretty smart guy.
Yeah. I believe it. He's smart. I work with him. I think he's, when certain things come to us, like questions about stuff, he's a lot quicker to come up with the answer. As far as history and math and whatnot, and, all these, any odd questions, he's real good with it. He's real quick.
How do you think you're going to do?
Got me. I don't know. I have a couple of applications for my iPhone. One's called Brain Challenge and one's called Brain Tuner. And when I'm on the subway, I play them, and I do pretty good, so you never know. I don't claim to be smart or I don't claim to be dumb. I just claim to be me. I'm a guy that whose job it is to get naked and show my cock and balls, and I never claim to be some genius or anything, so even if I do bad, I'm not going to be bummed out. It's like, I do what I do. I'm not a smarty pants.
Why do you think you're smarter than Scott DePace?
I don't listen, it sounds lame to say you're smarter. To say I don't have much respect for Scott's intelligence would be an honest answer. I think Scott is a relatively smart guy. I do think he's really good at math and spatial stuff. He's good. I see him on the computer designing graphics and stuff. I mean, that takes a sharp mind. But I don't think his thought process is exactly intelligent. And if the question is who is a better thought, this all sounds gay. Yeah, Scott's dumb. I'm smart. I'm gonna beat him in the fucking test. And if I don't, I'll feel bad for Robin. But can I say, man, it's not me versus Scott. It's me versus the test and Scott versus the test. I mean, that it's like golf that way. And so all I can do is do the best I can do on the test and hope the numbers fall where they may.
Scott, why do you think you'll do better on this test than Jason?
I'm just confident in my ability, and I've talked to Jason. I don't get any sense that he's some brilliant guy, and when we're talking politics and stuff, he often will just change the subject, and I don't know if he's doing that to be intelligent because he knows he's losing, or because he's just an idiot. So, he doesn't come off as some brilliant guy to me.
My motivation is definitely more, I don't want to lose to Scott and then have to hear about it for the rest of my life. Because even if I lose by half a point, I'm sure I will never hear the end of it. Scott remembers this fucking triangle thing we did 3 years ago that was A, not an IQ test, B, Scott just grabbed me and threw me in front of a computer, and C, I don't think he beat me by any 20 points. But whatever, we got the test coming up. I guess we'll know for sure one way or the other.
All right, good luck, man.
Luck? Where I'm going, I don't need luck.
He thinks you won't do well because you're stubborn in your ways of thinking.
Well, that's right there is a sign of that he's not intelligent. Stubbornness has nothing to do with your intelligence. It doesn't. Logically, if you give me a puzzle, if you give me even a word puzzle of some sort to try, I'll figure it out before he will. He, just that thought, the stubbornness. What does stubbornness have to do with intelligence?
I don't know.
Nothing,
yeah.
And I don't even think I am stubborn. I just think that when I'm right, I'm not going to just change my opinion because of that idiot. Right? That's not stubbornness, that's intelligence.
I need to discuss who's going to take the IQ test, just so I can get this going.
Okay.
Because we're going to get an IQ service, and we're going to do heavy betting on it.
Okay.
Well, I think we're going to do 5 people. I was thinking Scott DePace, of course. Help me out with this, Gary. I think DePace, definitely Sal and Richard.
But
and Jason
and Scott, because they were sort of against each other, and Richard and Sal, they're against each other. And then, did you want to do JD? I can't remember.
JD was in the conversation.
JD, yeah.
So JD's in?
Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned me, but I'm not really playing against anybody.
Nobody cares about you being... Right. You already
but there's a lot of betting that can be. You could bet on who the overall smartest person could be.
Yeah, I think Gary would beat a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
Gary's very smart.
You think Gary could beat Scott DePace?
I do.
I think so.
I think Gary's smart.
Want to know something? Again, I'm going with DePace over Gary.
Why?
Really?
I don't know. I just feel he's more intelligent.
I think you're being fooled by his testosterone.
Exactly.
He seems to have a lot
and the
of
yelling.
He's
He
very
just yells.
confident.
Yeah.
He like I waver. Scott doesn't waver. Of course, I'm the smartest guy in the world. Scott says. So you start to buy into it.
I don't know. I just feel he.
Crush him. I'd crush him. He's not that bright.
Are you sure, man? This is going to cost me a lot of money.
I think he's, probably slightly below average.
Wow.
Now he's doing gamesmanship.
All right, Gary, you're in.
I don't know if I have 4 hours, but
Well, if you weren't so busy playing Sporkle. That's Tracy informed me.
1, 2. So that's 6 people.
Yeah. Who else, Robin?
No, that's it. But I'm just saying the overall betting is who's the smartest of the lot. Then you got who's smarter, Gary or DePace? Who's smarter, DePace or Jason? Who's smarter,
Richard or Sal?
Richard or Sal.
Right. All right, I like it.
All right, I'll work on it.
And I already have a $1,000 bet with Robin on one thing.
It's Jason and DePace.
Yeah, I'm going with DePace and you're going with Jason.
Yeah.
At 500 with me, I've got Richard over Sal.
Yeah, all right, 500 with you. These are big bets.
Yeah.
I don't like to lose. Who do I have? I have Sal.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you
don't
what, though?
even remember who you have.
After hearing Sal on the wrap-up show, I'm starting to get a little nervous.
Well, this is why I couldn't believe you.
You can't say absurd.
The way he connects thoughts,
I feel like he doesn't understand Robin's 9/11 story isn't really about...
He says it's a theory.
Yeah.
And not only that, how can you dispute someone's theory?
But it's not a theory.
Or whatever you're
I don't
feeling.
know why I feel he's smarter than Richard.
I don't know why either.
He's not. I
Well,
mean,
maybe Rich,
in terms of like hijinks and things like that, Sal is like a Nobel Peace Prize winner. But when it comes to common sense smarts, now, believe
And
it or not,
who's always
I think
pranking
Richard.
who back there? If there's a prank to be pulled, it's Richard pranking Sal.
But Sal was like a stockbroker. I mean, you got to have
But
a certain
not a good
mathematical ability.
Okay, so mathematical ability, but it doesn't always
That's
mean...
big on IQ.
It doesn't always mean
The
common sense.
mathematical ability he had to have.
Right. He took orders. Well, he should be able to quickly be able to calculate in his head if a stock went up or down to be able to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
If the number's bigger, it went up.
No, but I think there's more involved in being
He
a broker.
wasn't that kind of a broker,
No?
Howard.
How do you know what he was? You really don't talk
Because
to him.
he's the one that's out of the business.
Yeah. Did you ever see the movie The Boiler Room? He was that kind of broker.
No.
You ever see that movie?
Yeah, like a big dummy.
I always joke with Sal. He used to sell Logistics. You know what that is?
Yeah.
That's the stock they sold on The Sopranos. Logistics.
I know, and then Sal thinks the Civil War was fought after World War I, and it's like, how do you not... Like, I know...
He can't find stuff on a map?
I don't know.
It's a tough call. That's why you're betting.
And Richard does have that ability to play the drums, which I know that sounds like a silly thing, but
And he reads music. He writes music.
it's mathematical.
The things Richard doesn't know won't come up on an IQ test. He doesn't know to bathe every
I'm thinking
day.
Tommy Lee knows how to play drums.
But Richard knows how to read music. He's not just a drummer. He can write music.
Yeah. Sal, I'm losing faith in my 500. I mean, I'll go with you, I guess, but
All right.
I've got a feeling you're going to lose.
You even said Richard's smarter than you.
I said he has an eccentric way of thinking, which would certainly be to his advantage during these testings.
See, that just alone scares me.
Where do you come up with that theory?
Well, Richard he thinks out of the box. And when you do these tests, it's all about rationalization and looking at things and deciphering what goes where. It's like with shapes and different
And you
things
give
like
up
that.
easily when you try to solve a problem.
No,
That's
no.
the other thing.
I work.
Like,
Me?
I've seen you on the air, like, just give up.
You throw me out.
No, when we ask you a basic question, but go ahead, yeah.
No, I don't give up. But the thing is, the Series 7 is one of the hardest exams in the world. They say it's right after the, what's the attorney exam?
The
LSAT.
Right. I passed it the first time
the bar
out.
exam you're talking
Yeah,
about.
after the bar. It's the second hardest, they say, after the bar.
What is the exam you took?
The Series 7 exam.
But can't you study? Like, I got a first-class radio telephone license, but
Right.
I'm a moron, but they taught me how to, like, take the test.
I took 2 weeks of classes, and
That's
I
what I
studied
mean.
for 90 days, and I got an 89 on it.
Right.
I also took my investment advisor exam, which is, I believe it was a Series 35. I passed that with flying colors as well, and I think I got an 85 on that one.
See, I think he's like Beetlejuice. He knows what he knows.
Yeah, well, like, I took the written...
He's saying 89 and 85 are flying colors.
But Sal, I took the written driver's test and I got them all right. Maybe that's the same thing.
No, it's
Series 7, Howard, Series 7, I know people who have failed. It is a lot like the bar exam. It's a very difficult test.
All right, well, I got 500 on you, and I got 1,000 on the pace.
Is it just memorization? Is it just knowing things? Or do you have to figure out things?
There's a theory that Sal paid someone to take the test.
No, that's definitely not true. But thirdly, yes, it is short-term memorization. I have to agree with her there.
Okay.
But, hey, I passed it. I can retain information. And thirdly, I never sold logistics. That was one of Stuttering John's wacko guys. I was always successful in the stock market, and I did very well.
Right.
And I was on a smoking gun. I saw some interesting stuff.
Yeah,
about
but none of those accusations were against me.
Places you worked.
Places I worked and places I left.
But you worked at a certain type of place.
Absolutely. And whenever I sensed something wrong due to my intelligence, I got the fuck out of there. And I don't have I've worked on Wall Street for 10 years. I don't have one single complaint on my license. I've never done anything wrong.
All right. I'll stick with my Sal. I'm going with Sal.
See, he's lulling you into a false sense of security. The Series 7, there's probably a book, there are probably study guides that you can use.
Yeah, in
an intelligence test, it may require you, as you said, to think outside the box. It's basically just using the logic that's contained within your head.
I got a first-class radio telephone license, which is you have to know major electronics.
Which I'm impressed because a lot of people did fail at.
Most people fail, but I took a course in Virginia.
You still did it.
With the great Ray Gill, who got me by. He got me through. But I don't think I'm real intelligent. I know enough. I think you downplay it, but you do know a lot of shit. Not really. I just fool a lot of people.
You ever look back on that test?
Well, then you're good at it.
I think, like, what a complete... Was it like an utter waste of time in retrospect?
No, because it helped me get my first radio job.
It did.
My
Although
father
later
was right
on,
about it.
they suspended, like, all... You didn't even have to have a license anymore. It's like you mailed in your name and
it got my foot in the door. That's why they hired me. Not because I was a good announcer. They needed a first phone.
Because they thought you could fix the transmitter if it went down.
They thought they thought I could stay at the transmitter if if they had a problem.
And what would have happened had that happened?
They need a first-class radio guy to stay there. You can't have a smaller license.
But could you have done any repairs?
None. But that's irrelevant. What happened was sometimes you need a first phone. You have to say to the FCC, we have a first-class radio telephone. Yeah, but they have a guy who they share with a bunch of other stations.
The only reason I laugh at this is because, like Fred said, it's all meaningless now. At the time,
it's all meaningless now, but I got my my foot in the door.
It got your job.
Yeah.
And that's why you take those tests.
But Sal...
All right,
Robin, I'm sticking with the 500 on Sal. He's convinced me.
You're a brave man.
Gary, I got a bet with you, and I got 1,000 on Scott DePace over Jason.
You know who
is there other bets? Like,
tons of bets, but we got time.
Who's smarter, DePace or Sal?
Well, according to Tracy today, with her degrees and Gary going to Adelphi, how about Tracy versus Gary?
I don't know. I want to
let that cool off.
I want to let that cool off a little.
I don't think we're ready for happy hour part 2.
Ganji and Goodstein?
Ganji and Goodstein. I don't think anyone cares.
Nobody cares.
Ganji and JD. I don't know. You think JD would be smarter than Ganji?
I was wondering if JD isn't the smartest of the whole lot.
I'm wondering.
I'll take that bet.
Who's smarter, Will or Jason?
You're saying, okay, you want to bet on who's number one?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me think. I might go with my boy DePace again. I could win a lot of money with this fucking guy.
All your eggs in one basket.
I know, but that's how you win big.
Or lose big.
Yeah, you spread it out, you break even. I'm looking to win money.
Let me think about that.
You're saying JD is smarter. You're saying JD is smarter than Jason and DePace.
I'm not necessarily saying that, but I do think JD's smarter than DePace.
Oh.
Wow.
How dare you? Hoo-ha.
What the hell is that?
How much you want to go on that? I'm taking that one.
I'll do 500 on that one.
Wait a minute.
Is anybody else getting into this?
I want Robin in this IQ test.
No, why do I have to be in the IQ test? This is just me betting.
She'll beat you. Robin can beat you, DePace.
I'm not taking any test.
My money's on Robin. I'll go with...
I'm not taking any test.
You should do it.
I'm just betting.
All right, what is the $500 bet?
The $500 bet is that
JD will beat Scott DePace.
is beating Scott DePace.
JD you say JD is smarter than Scott DePace. Okay, you're on.
All right, so I got
that's a
1,000
tough
on
one.
Jason.
I understand DePace being insulted.
$500.
That's all
I got $2,000 on this whole IQ thing going down.
500 on JD.
Wow.
Beating
all right, I got a good one for you.
What?
This would require we have to get them both tested. Gary the retard versus Wendy the retard.
Oh,
Gary.
Wendy.
The smarter one.
Who do you say, Gary?
I said Gary.
You say Gary?
But I'm
taking Wendy in 2
I'll
seconds.
take Wendy. Heartbeat.
I'm taking Wendy over
Yeah,
Gary.
she could spell red. Didn't he have trouble with red?
I don't know. Hey, what is it, Ralph?
Can I play Gary?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll bet on that one. You say you're smarter than Gary?
Yeah.
Let me think if I would take
Unfortunately, Ralph, there's no points for arrogance.
Are you no?
Let me think.
And you think the pace is going to be Jason?
Yeah.
Based on what?
I just have a vibe.
He's got a feeling. He's going with his gut.
Ralph, you think you're going to beat me?
Well,
Gary, you think you can beat Ralph?
I believe I can. I think
it'll be close, but I think I'll edge Gary out.
I think I'd bet on Gary on this. Anybody
I'm
taking
betting
Ralph?
on Gary.
I'm betting on Gary.
All the way.
Wow.
Yeah, Ralph. Nobody thinks you're that bright.
No, that's good. I like that. You're all going to lose their money.
You want to bet on yourself? Take a bet with Gary.
I'll bet Gary.
Well, how much would you go with him?
$500.
Would you, Ralph? $500.
$500?
Yeah.
Can you cover that?
What's on the test?
I'll tell you what. Let's do better, Ralph.
What?
Let's do better. An iPad.
An iPad? No, you're paying for big money. I want to see you fuckers
That
really.
is big. That's more.
That's bigger.
How much is an iPad?
The one I want, about $800.
Gary's a glutton. He's got to get the most.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, 500.
All right, let me understand something. Are you guys going to bet this?
Yeah, 500. I will beat Ralph in an IQ test.
Ralph?
500.
Well, look whose confidence is shaking.
Yeah.
The only reason I don't know
Not a big talker.
The only reason I don't know that I want to do this is because I'd like to get the check this fiscal year.
He's got to put the money in escrow.
Okay.
He's got to put it up before the test.
I don't want the check he gave John for his wedding.
I don't know if I want to make money off it. I'm doing it for entertainment purposes.
This is it.
Me. I have to bet on me?
Yep. Because I want to see you put your money where your mouth
Nobody
is.
believes that you can beat Gary.
Well, yeah, and you guys can all bet against each other. Yeah, when two football teams bet, they can't bet on each other.
I don't have anybody to bet. I
That's
believe
right.
Gary's going to beat you.
Right, you're the only one who thinks you can win.
Oh.
Yeah,
Don't you understand? See, you can't even figure this out.
Which makes
Stupid.
Gary a dunk shot for sure.
I don't know. I have to think about it. 500 is a lot of money.
Okay. Goodbye. Boy, that shut him down.
Yeah. He doesn't even believe in himself.
No,
All right, let me ask you something. Who do you think's smarter? Lisa G or Steve Langford?
Langford.
You think?
Lisa G.
I say Lisa.
Lisa G.
Yeah.
They're both
See,
smart.
Now you got it. Now you got a horse
See,
race.
the problem is just because you think somebody's smarter than the other person doesn't mean the other person's dumb.
Not smart.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Who wins?
Steve.
Lisa G.
All right, who wins? Ronnie, the limo driver, versus JD.
JD.
I think Ronnie wins.
I think JD.
JD.
No, I think Ronnie wins.
JD.
Let me
Well,
ask
then
Ronnie.
we can bet.
Hey, Ronnie, get in here.
That's a good one.
Who do you think, Ralph?
Probably JD. I don't think JD's stupid. He just can't.
He doesn't seem that bright.
No, he just can't articulate. I mean, when you text with him, he's like very bright.
Yeah, he is bright. I don't even think Ronnie can text.
Is that a sign of intelligence?
Although Ronnie texted me the other night, he was pretty good.
See?
I looked at some like sample questions or whatever, and these questions are meant to confuse you. So I think I can do okay.
Against
Now that I can
Ronnie,
see that.
I think you could
I'm
beat
naturally
Ronnie.
confused.
Beat Ronnie?
I think you could beat Ronnie.
Well, you know, I don't know.
All right,
Hey, Rombo,
can I give Sal a
you
sample?
think you could beat JD in an IQ test?
I don't even be bothered with it.
He doesn't. There's something
You're not
going
up to
on.
it?
He doesn't.
Nah. He's afraid?
He's not afraid. He's.
Are you seriously? Get on that mic. He's sticking with those glasses. Are you afraid?
Sticking with those glasses.
Are you afraid? Ralph said your glasses are no good, by the way.
These
I don't
aren't
care.
the same
You know what?
glasses,
Leave me
though.
alone.
I just said they didn't
you
look right.
said leave me alone. Be out there and leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
All right. Would you
I
be?
don't wanna, I don't
I'm
wanna,
thinking
I don't
about
wanna
putting some money on you.
Yeah. Give me a psychological test better, right?
All right, you want that?
No, I don't want that either. I'm not,
I want
I'm not
that.
doing
crazier?
it. I'm not doing it.
You wouldn't pass the psychological test, would you?
I'm not doing it.
You don't want that.
I'm not taking it.
You won't take the psychological
Yeah, everyone said
test?
if I find out the results of the psychological test, I won't
You'll
even.
have to get
I won't
Ronnie
even
out
be
of here.
around Ronnie.
Yeah.
I have my
Right.
suspicions.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't think you'd pass the psychological exam.
Probably not.
I think you'd flunk.
Probably will.
Well, let's find out who's crazy.
The tester will run out of the room.
Then this whole room should be taken at that.
I'll take a psychological exam, if you will.
I don't care.
Bet you I beat you on that.
I don't really care.
I bet you I'm more sane than you.
What is beating you?
What? Beating you?
I bet you I'm more sane
You're
than you.
as angry as I am.
No.
You're an angry person. You admit it.
I'll take the psychological exam if you will.
I'm not taking it.
See?
He yelled at me for just touching his shoulder.
Dude.
He yelled at you for touching
Enough.
his shoulder.
I tried to give him a pat on the shoulder, and he.
No, he has this habit of touching people. I don't like it. I don't like to be touched like that.
I'm telling you, man.
I gave him.
You're gonna.
Oh, you like being touched, okay?
I'll take the
Oh, give me a
psychological.
break. You won't even shake somebody's hand.
I'll take the psychological exam if you will.
I'm not taking it.
And we'll go head to
I'm
head.
not taking it.
You beat a pussy.
Whatever. I don't care, dude. I'm not taking
You
it.
should take it. I think Howard would beat you.
I'm going to beat you.
Good. Beat me.
You think I'm
Dude,
crazier?
I don't care.
You think
I
I'm
don't care.
crazier than you? I'm not talking about IQ. I ain't taking that either. I don't want everyone to see how stupid I am. I can hear you on that one.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to do
But
that.
the crazy test.
The crazy test, I'll go head to head with you.
I know what my IQ is.
What is your IQ?
128.
Get
That's
the
pretty
fuck
good.
out of here.
That's right.
There's no goddamn way.
That's right. That's
You're
right.
saying your IQ's
That's
128.
right. 128.
He is good with directions and stuff. I got to say,
Directions?
that's an intelligence.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
I've driven with him, and he takes the worst route sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, Ralph. You. Oh my God.
You could
Yeah.
put this guy anywhere, and he could figure out where he is. That's intelligence.
Well,
See?
you just have no.
You can do
I'm
that.
not bright.
if
I bet
have
you
a
Ronnie beat
compass.
me on an IQ
What
test.
are you talking about?
See, I
Ralph?
think you do better on an IQ test than you would a psych exam. Psych exam is going to throw you right in the mental hospital.
You might get locked
Whatever.
up.
I need a rest.
You shouldn't be afraid of the IQ test. I'll tell you what. I'll put money on you over JD. Now you reminded me you're smart.
I'm not taking it.
You're
I'm not
saying
taking
you
any
got an
test.
IQ of 128?
I'm out there to stand outside. I don't want to be bothered with any of your tests.
I bet you I can beat Ronnie in an IQ test. Definitely.
All right, how
Why
much?
can't you take the crazy test?
Yeah, how come? Something happened.
Because he passed it
How
already.
how about if you take it with me?
I'll take the
Okay,
crazy
the
test.
three of us.
Crazy.
Three of us, and I
know-
guarantee you.
Who's crazier?
Listen, I know you from back when. You remember that.
Right.
I
I'll
remember,
take the
I'll
crazy
make you
remember you
deal.
from the red when you drove a red Mustang.
Ronnie, I'll make you a deal right now.
What?
Me, you, Robin, take the psych exam.
Right.
I beat both of you. That I'm more normal.
Oh,
Yep.
that's what you're saying? I have
And
no
I'll
worries.
say this.
I have
He
no
might be more
worries.
sane than you.
Between the two of us, the three of us, I'm the sanest person here.
Oh,
I'm the
please.
sanest.
Let's go.
Give me a
I'm
break.
the
Robin,
sanest
you will
person
flunk.
here.
Give me a break.
I have no
No way.
doubt in my mind.
I'm going to say this. Ronnie will be the most crazy. You're going to be the second most
No,
crazy.
I'm not
and I'm going to come
staying
out
up
smelling
at
like
night
a rose.
worried about Dancing with the Stars.
Hey.
Neither am I.
I am.
How's that crazy?
That's not crazy.
How's that crazy?
Hey, maybe I would flunk. I wonder. Let's take it, Ronnie. Me, you, and Robin.
Come on.
Come on.
That'll be fun.
Let's do it.
Maybe none of us will get to leave after we take the
Come on,
I'll
Ronnie.
do it. I'll do it.
Pussy.
What
Don't be a
brings you in
pussy.
here?
You know what I'm
do you
thinking?
have to do with
You know
this?
what I'm
I'm
thinking?
smarter than you.
You know what I'm
But
thinking?
what does this have to
What?
do with you?
You know what I'm
Why
thinking?
are you here?
Ronnie, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I might come out the worst.
I'm thinking that none of us might be allowed to leave.
See, I think Ronnie might be crazy, but what if it turns out I'm crazy?
You're crazy. Get
My
over
psychiatrist
that.
won't even let me out of the office.
Get over that. You're crazy.
But
The
you
three of us
function-
are taking it, Ron.
You function well with your craziness, though.
I don't
Well,
know.
none of us are dysfunctional.
Maybe I'm so
Not,
Ronnie's
not
getting
really. You
there.
don't spend all day with
See,
him.
I thought Ronnie might be crazy. Now I'm wondering who's crazier, Robin, Ronnie, or me.
Well, that's why we're taking the test.
But my money's on Ronnie being craziest. But I'm probably wrong.
I think that.
So you're acting
I
all
don't know.
normal
You
now.
could edge out Ronnie.
Oh, if I do,
I'm
I'll
not
be
acting
really-
all normal. What do you mean? I'm acting the way I always act.
No, you're not. Sometimes you get crazy.
What do you mean? Oh, because I yelled at the guy on the wrap-up show?
That was the least of it.
The guy was an idiot. Did you listen to the whole thing? Fuck that piece of shit. Shut him off. Exactly.
Rambo.
Oh, fuck him.
Me, you, and Robin. We're not taking the IQ. We're taking the psych exam.
Should we
What
throw
what is
Fred
it?
in there?
I don't know. What is it?
That guy called in this morning. He said he gives psych
No, we're
exam.
going to a professional.
This guy said he was the psychologist.
We're
guy.
going to
Called
a
in.
hospital.
I don't think
We'll
Ronnie
know.
said-
Hospital.
We'll
We're going to a
know
hospital.
Because
What if we
my-
take it and they lock us
that's
all
what I'm
up?
saying. They won't let us out.
I'll get my guy to come in here and do it.
Who's your guy?
guy?
He's a psychologist.
But does he give the exam?
I'll ask him.
No. We're not taking your guy.
Why not?
No, we're
He's
getting an independent
paid
guy.
by you.
So what?
Right.
Don't you
Ronnie-
think Ronnie's
What
just
about your guy?
I don't have a guy.
You need one.
All right. This is a side thing now. This is getting out of the IQ area.
Into crazy.
But do you think you have an
Side
IQ of
bits.
128? You know that's near genius.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It is.
it is. You don't have an IQ of 128.
I did. I do. The last time I heard, that's what it was.
Wow.
Whenever
I've
it
seen
was.
you try
Going
to think.
back.
Heard.
I've seen you try to think and nothing happened.
Yeah. Okay. I have a lot of common sense, believe it or not.
You asked him who the guard was in London a couple of weeks ago. Remember that? He had no idea.
But
The
that ain't
who?
IQ.
The guard.
Yeah. Remember, what was that? What was that reference you made, Howard?
You sure it's 128 or 12.8?
Okay,
Howard, what's a
Benji.
sample IQ question? Like what kind of question?
Like an IQ question would be.
one.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to give you a series of numbers, Ron. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And just give me the next number that comes. 8, 4, 2, 1, 1/2, 1/4. What's the next number?
I'm done.
I know it.
What? You know that already, Sal?
An eighth.
Is he right?
He's right.
Yeah.
It's going to half.
Sal, I'm going to make a fortune with you.
You bet your sweet ass you are.
I had that too.
What? How much money do I have on you?
500.
That was a very simple question.
It was?
Yes.
That would have taken me a month. Did you know that, Ronnie?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
What's another
Was
question?
it as simple as Pond, Robin?
Hey, Ralph.
Like you know what that director's name was.
I know you got it wrong.
Ralph,
I know
did you know
didn't
that
know
answer?
it either.
I did.
You did?
I did when I was writing it down. I didn't. I wrote down 8.
Hold on.
Anyway,
We're
128.
not doing this now. We're gonna
128
have
is very
standardized
superior
tests.
intelligence.
It
It's
really
right
is.
below
It's
the
above
genius
average.
level.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not a genius, believe me.
You're not.
Nobody
I know.
will dispute you there.
Give him another one. I couldn't even answer that. I fucking flunked this thing so bad.
You could figure it out if you wrote it down.
I don't know. But I'd use up all the time on the test.
4-hour test.
Okay, ready?
It would take me 4 hours.
Wow.
All right, you ready?
Go ahead.
A train travels 20 feet in 1/5 of a second. At the same speed, how many feet will it travel in 3 seconds?
You got that, Ronnie?
20 feet in 1/5 of a second.
1/5?
20 feet in 1/5 of a second. How many feet will it travel in 3 seconds?
Do you know?
3 seconds, you said, right?
Yeah,
How many feet?
Sal, don't blurt it out.
I won't.
Wait,
I don't
3
know.
seconds?
Yeah.
20 feet. 3 seconds, 20 feet, huh?
You don't know, right? I don't know.
Isn't it like 300?
That is correct.
See, Fred's going to win everything on this.
Because you have to multiply
Kind of a thing.
1/5 times
By
20,
Right.
and then you take that factor and
Times
you
by
multiply.
60
By the way,
seconds.
did you know it, Sal?
Yeah.
Because Richard knew it right away.
I said Richard's very good. Very good.
The Kansas
I'm
Central
gonna
used
win
to
a lot
go
of
through
money.
my
Sal,
I'm gonna win a
town.
lot
Did you know that right away?
Yeah, I pretty much did it the same way Fred did.
Okay.
But
I got it, but I had to write it down.
I want to bail before
I'm like Ronnie. I didn't get it at all.
But you can use paper on it.
And neither did Robin.
Oh, you can. You can use paper.
Me, Ronnie, and Robin are sticking to the psychological exam. We
right,
don't want to be
that's-
ashamed of our IQ.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We'll put our crazy up against
All right.
anybody.
We're going to find out who's the craziest. Me,
okay.
Robin, or Ronnie. And with the IQ stuff, and by the way, I will bet that Ronnie's the craziest. Although I could
We're
be.
betting on
How much do
ourselves.
I get if I'm not the craziest, huh? I'll be like everybody else
Well,
around
bet
here.
on yourself.
Want to bet on me? Want to bet with me? You think you're more sane than I am?
Yeah.
You really do? You
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
put your money where your mouth is?
Why not?
Look at you.
Then go for it. That's what you'll win.
Name an amount.
500.
Okay.
All right.
I say
You think you're more sane than me?
Just because he's smart and he's got a radio show doesn't mean he's not crazy.
No. I know he's crazy.
All right.
I said, do you
But
think?
you're crazy too.
Who? Him.
Ronnie.
Oh, of course he's
I'm not crazy.
I'm just betting he's crazier than I
I'm just
am.
angry. I'm just angry. I'm not crazy.
You're crazy.
No, you're
No, I'm not
crazy.
crazy.
I think
You
you
don't
are.
even know you're
No, you
crazy.
both are crazy. Believe me.
Yeah, Robin's crazy.
Robin,
Do you
wins this
think,
hands
hey, Ralph,
down.
do you
Listen,
think
listen.
Robin is crazier than me?
I don't know. That's tough. I think actually Ronnie's just angry. I don't think he's
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm angry. Dude, I don't get in the car in the morning and talk to my phone and then throw it on the floor.
Yeah.
But that's the psychological exam.
Right.
In
that's
other words,
crazy. I
no.
think you beat Ronnie.
No, Ronnie's nuts.
I don't know.
I've seen him up close. I'm telling you, there's something going on in there.
Ronnie's got things.
He's got issues. And
You know
anger,
what? You know what? I will take that bet.
What?
I'm thinking about. I'm thinking back of a lot of shit that goes on in that car. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take that $500 bet.
But
You're
see,
on,
You're
pal.
nuts.
But see, Ronnie, the problem is Howard's smart, and he may be smart enough to outsmart the craziness. Like he'll lie.
Supposedly, you
I
can't
don't know.
like when you think you're outsmarting them, you're not.
You're doing the worst.
Hey, Ronnie has 18 animal tattoos. If that ain't crazy, I don't know what is.
No, I don't.
That's bad.
I don't have 18 animals.
I don't know,
He
man.
likes bad art. That's
Ronnie
all.
has bad taste.
All right,
He
listen,
wins there.
wait. I'm running out of time, so I want to get this settled.
All right.
You, Robin,
Yes.
Ronnie, and me are taking the psychological exam to
That's
see
right.
if we're sane. I
And
say,
you're saying it in me too?
Yes.
You're gonna put up 500 also?
Sure.
All right.
Whoa. Let me get on this. What is this?
He says he's saner than me and you. He's got
I don't even
500
know.
with you,
Between
and he's
you
got
two?
500 with me.
Between Robin and Ronnie, I don't know who's more insane.
Thank you very much.
I don't know.
You think you're going to bullshit your way through the psychological test? You're not.
Who? What?
You're not.
Bullshit.
Right.
Exactly.
I don't need to bullshit.
Same way she bullshitted through that other test. All right, listen to me.
This ain't Jeopardy, Robin.
$500. You're saying you're more
saner
sane
than you.
You say you're more sane than I am. Easily
Absolutely.
500 on that. I'm taking me.
Absolutely.
I'm taking me.
I will shave my head if she's more saner than you.
Okay.
I
More
swear.
saner.
You are going to blow
You got
more
money
sane.
on
Whatever.
him in the
Even-
IQ contest.
Aye.
Good for you.
I'm telling you, she's going to blow both of you away in the dust.
I feel like I've got about $25,000 on the line on all
Robin
this
is
testing.
completely insane.
And Gary, I want testing done on a professional level. I don't want to see some bullshit. I'm talking
I'm
about
going to
IQ.
do some investigation. I'm going to find the
All
right
right.
stuff.
Can I bet?
And you see the guy standing behind you? He's crazier than all of you. He's a fucking mental case.
Who's that, Ross?
Ross.
Ross is crazy.
Throw him in the mix.
Didn't even have to look.
I didn't even look.
You know. All right. Go talk about Springsteen for 7 hours, the two of you.
Can I bet Gary for 300
On what?
on me and him?
Okay. Gary, you'll take it?
He's down to 300? Yeah, okay. Let's put some money in.
I'll take Gary over Ralph any day. I'll put money on that.
That'll be great.
Gary will beat Ralph.
Yeah, but it's got to be fair, man, with this whole thing.
What
You can't
thing?
have some guy come in here that's,
No.
that's
We're going
that's
to
going to favor you.
No,
You know
we're
what I'm
going
saying?
to a testing
like,
center.
That usually happens.
You're paranoid. I told you.
I'm
you're
not
insane.
paranoid.
We're going.
I know the way you operate.
No, we're going to a testing center.
General Stern's show, remember?
No, you see, that's what I mean. You're
But
crazy.
that's anger.
I'm not crazy.
That's anger.
That's just anger. That's not
Dude,
nuts.
I'm not even picking the guy. Gary's going to a testing center.
Well, Gary's your right-hand man, so
Oh,
I got to
boy.
watch out.
Well, I'll tell you what. You go find somebody.
No. Let's have somebody like Tim Sabian pick
I'll tell you what.
somebody.
I'll make you a better bet. We all check into Bellevue. Let's see who gets out first.
There you go.
Guarantee you they ain't letting you out.
That's a good
anytime
one,
soon.
Benji. I like that one. That's a good idea.
Benji?
Yeah, he wrote that.
What the? Get the fuck out of here.
He's really
You're really
crazy.
paranoid. You're really crazy.
He's writing up a storm over there.
He's writing, all right, but he's writing to me that you're nuts.
He's writing 2 salads and a bale of strawberries.
All right, listen to me.
All right. Whatever.
Goodbye.
See you.
All right, how much money I got with you? 500?
500 and 500 with
500.
her.
All right.
Now, between you and me, you think you're saner
I thought
than
I
me?
bet you on that already.
I don't know. Did we?
We better go back and listen to the tape.
The bets have been flying.
I think I'm way more sane than you. I will bet
Way more
any.
sane.
I'll bet any amount of
I
money.
don't know how this is calibrated because we should have odds.
You're definitely
Will
better.
you beat the spread?
Well, you were better than you were. I mean, you were really nuts, but you're still nuts.
Oh, please.
And I'm sane.
No, and you're broken. You can't even get fixed.
No, you know what I am? I'm neurotic, but I'm sane. You're insane.
I'm neurotic, but
No,
I'm sane.
No.
No.
You're insane.
No.
But not
you
neurotic.
are insane.
You're not neurotic.
You are insane.
But you're not neurotic.
I am too
And it proves you're
I'm
insane
neurotic.
because you think you're neurotic. You're not.
What are you talking about?
You're not
don't know
neurotic.
me.
You don't
How
have
dare
neuroses.
you? How dare
You get on a plane.
That I can do.
But you can't eat food, Howard.
That's not neurotic. She's nuts. She's brilliant, but she's nuts. And Ronnie is kookier than anyone on the planet. Ronnie should. I think after these tests, they will try to have him locked into a mental institution.
Who do you
That's what I
think is the craziest person there?
Ronnie.
No. Forget everybody. JD.
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
All right.
You think Ronnie beats them all?
Yeah.
Glasses.
I got money on it. I don't bet easily. You know I don't like to gamble.
Yeah, but between you and me, did we bet? I don't remember.
All right, let's right now. What do you want to bet on our sanity? I say I am now in a psychological exam. Can they say who's more insane?
Well, that's what we're betting
Okay,
on.
so
Yeah. What do they measure that at?
I don't know. Same way IQ. We don't know it, but we know there are tests.
I'll say he has a diagnosis.
Look, if they gave us the exam to be a police officer, that's like there's a psychological exam. There's also an intelligence thing, but a psychological exam. I'm telling you, I would come out the best, Ronnie would come out the worst, and Robin would be somewhere in the middle.
No.
And you know why you would?
I would come out the best.
You're crazy because you think you would.
I know I would.
You wouldn't.
They'd make me a cop in 2 seconds.
No. You could never be a cop.
You think I would flunk?
Oh,
You think
please.
I'd flunk the psychological
The
exam for the
psych
police?
test, yes.
You're insane.
I think you
You're
might
crazy.
edge out Robin.
No. So
He
bet
will,
it.
he will.
Put your money.
He will.
Put your money where your mouth is.
I don't know. It's a horse race there. That's a tough bet.
No.
Because you're both pretty wacky.
Look, I never had OCD.
OCD is neuroses.
But didn't you used to scream and yell at people who?
Yeah. She was
I had
nuts.
anger issues.
Right.
Well, hey, put your money. Let the betting begin.
Sounds like
I'll bet you $1,000 you're more insane than me.
You're on. You're on.
There.
There you go.
People betting.
All right, betting right for now is closed today, and we'll get as we get closer to the exams, we'll take more bets.
We'll lose more money.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Break.
I think we need Las Vegas to get in on this.
All I know is I just made myself busier with these tests.
I know. When are we going to have time? How long is a psychological exam?
I don't know, but I'm going to do it because I want to see Ronnie get in there. I want to beat his ass and your ass.
Well, good luck to you, sir.
Are there different tests to take for, like, the police officer?
Yeah,
or...
there's a psychological exam for the police force.
I'd be kind of interested to see if he could have been a cop.
I guarantee you couldn't. The question is whether Robin and I could be cops.
Well, at least I was a nurse. Somebody was trusting me with something.
Nobody tested you.
They didn't have to test me psychologically.
Even the angel of death became a nurse.
What? Oh, stop it.
What's up?
I passed the police test.
What, the psychological?
No, I never got that far.
Exactly.
No, I never took it because I was going out with this girl at the time, and we got engaged, and her parents didn't want me to be in a cop. They were rich. They had a lot of money.
Right.
Okay? So instead, they wanted me to come into the family business. So I passed it up. I never went for the psychological. I had taken the written test.
Thank God you
knew
didn't take
better. You knew better.
Let me tell you. I'm going to beat you. The betting is on.
We'll see.
He's crazy, I'm telling you. I got my suspicions about him.
I've been watching him. I got my eye on him.
I've been watching for 20-something years.
Robin is going to win the most insane, whacked out, completely out of her mind psychological exam. Robin's going to win it, hands down.
And would you say, why would you shave your head if what happened?
If Robin doesn't win as the nuttiest one, I'll shave my head.
Really?
I'm that convinced.
Wow.
She's completely nuts.
The word around here is that you might be...
The word around here?
That you might
mean
be...
the word in there, Chris?
Yeah, that you might be smarter than Scott DePace.
I don't know. Maybe. I doubt it, but we'll see.
You don't think so?
I'm very, low self-esteem, so I don't necessarily think I'm the smartest guy. I think I'm pretty, knowledgeable about certain things. So.
But you're up for taking the test?
Sure, why not? I've already lost any dignity I had in every other aspect of my life. Why not just lose my, dignity and my smartness or whatever, knowledge. And Ronnie, I'm not sure if he, he's angry, so I don't know if it's fair to say that he's insane. I don't think that'll apply.
I'm not insane.
No, he's
I'm
not.
angry.
He doesn't stick coffee in his ass. He doesn't go hand gliding. He doesn't have these, illusions of grandeur.
I'm too smart for that.
Yeah, to go car racing.
No, that I do. Car racing, I'll do.
Yeah, you do it as a hobby, but you don't. All of a sudden, not out of the blue, you have this desire.
She's never done it in her life.
Right.
I've done it.
Right. He doesn't go to L.A. and wrap himself up in tortilla shells and sweat shit out of his body.
No.
He doesn't drink green stuff.
No. Maybe I shouldn't have Tim Sabian pick the guy that.
He knows that Frank DiCapra is not Pon. So, Robin is the dopiest. Robin is without a doubt the craziest one. No doubt. Hands down, Robin. Crazy. Right?
Whatever.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hello. It's Baba Booey, Gary Dell'Abate. And on Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about our big guest of the day. Lady Gaga was in. She gave a great interview. She performed and sounded amazing. We discussed that. And we also discussed how high-pitched Mike was in my office trying to get into the moment while everybody was throwing dildos and fake penises at him. So it was a big discussion of the wonderful guest, Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga in today, and I guess my question to you guys would be, was it the person that you expected during that interview? Because she was very candid about a lot of different things. I didn't realize how talented she was musically until today. I'd heard her do stuff on piano before, but when you hear her do it live in front of your face, it's pretty compelling.
I thought today was one of the best sounding performances we've ever had in the studio. There was something about the way they put whatever effect on her voice, and it wasn't an effect to make her sound better, it's just to soften it up a little bit. But the way she played, the way the piano sounded, the Steinway piano sounded, the whole thing, I was blown away by how good the performance sounded.
I guess we got to give Scott the engineer some credit. He gets all the flack when it goes wrong, so kudos to Scott for getting that right.
The other thing is, kudos to Scott. And the other thing is, I was really struck by, when a guest comes in, there was a lot of hubbub about, talking to her people and talking to security and doing walkthroughs about which way she's going to come in. But at the end of the day, none of that really happened. And when you go in when somebody like that comes in, sometimes you go in and there are people like, oh, you can't come in, and they can be very yes or no. I found her to be very personable right away. And I don't think she knows who I am from a hole in the wall. But,
well, you know what was a cool thing during the break? She said she used to watch the show, I guess when we were on E! Or maybe even the CBS show. She said as a kid growing up, she would watch the TV show late at night and get in trouble from her mom.
And she said that the only way she could watch the TV show was to watch the late one, which... the show was on at 11, and it rebroadcast at 2 in the morning. And she said, I watched the 2 a.m. one. And my mother would be, are you watching Howard Stern in there? And she'd be like, no.
Now, and she even said, hey, I'm feeling kind of starstruck, which I know she was being kind of sweet and
no, but
cute
she did
about
say
it,
that.
Yeah.
Before she came in, though, Gary, Howard accused you of sending every gay staff member in to meet Lady Gaga or have the chance to meet Lady Gaga.
All I said was, there's another gay staff member here who would like to meet Lady Gaga. Because I was told that. And in fact, he's pretty much said that on the air because he's never in during the show. He came in today because he wanted to meet her. And then when he got on the air, he sort of reeled the whole thing in. And I wish Howard would have spoken to him because he, to me, is one of the great untapped guests in the show. Don't you agree?
Well, do you think he sandbagged you there a little bit?
He totally did.
Yeah.
I think he didn't want to come across as like, oh, I'm like every other gay guy. I have to meet her. But he wanted to meet her.
Yeah, we're talking about Chris from Howard TV. But the other gay guy who was dying to meet Lady Gaga and eventually got his dream fulfilled and reduced her to tears was High Pitch Mike. And Mike, I know you've got your concert T-shirt on, and this meant a lot to you. Yet during the interview, it seemed like you were getting some of that bullying that Lady Gaga always referred to, always refers to.
I was trying to watch in Gary's office, the
Oh, my
monitor,
God.
and everyone's like in the middle of her performance. Everyone's like trying to shove bananas in my ear and dildos in my ass, and it's like this the one. Do it any other time of the day, but like what you have a legendary musician here. Like, let me enjoy the moment.
I was sort of torn by the whole thing because, first of all, it was all going on in my office, and I was sort of sitting trying to, the performance was sort of moving, and I really wanted to watch it. And they were annoying the shit out of me, but then there was like a penis on the floor, and then somebody kicked it over to hit Lisa G in the ankles.
Could you tell whoever was doing it just stop because you were seriously trying to pay attention and this meant a lot to you?
I was trying to, but I don't think they got it.
Because you don't think they meant that maliciously, do
No,
you?
but I mean, like if Bruce Springsteen was in the studio, like I don't think anybody would bother Gary. If
Well, in all fairness, if Bruce Springsteen was here, nobody would throw a dick at me either.
True. I mean, I guess it comes with the territory being gay, but
Why was it so important for you to meet Lady Gaga?
Because, like I said in there, the music is fun. It's a great concert to go to, whatever. But if I think of myself 15 years